didn't disrespect you in any way. None of that.
Called me a racist.
More evidence. I gave him what I had. Facebook, YouTube, Airbnb. That's all I gave him. And that's all.
Nothing on my Facebook because I'm not married.
Relationship with somebody.
No, I don't. I have never denied it. She is my mod. I said she is my mod. So is my daughter that you mentioned. And what's the big deal about my daughter being a mod?
Because she's 14. And
so what? So what?
So you're teaching her.
She's all I have.
And so you do have those people. So be honest about it.
So I never said I didn't have children.
I didn't say that you didn't have children. I said, so
they live over an hour away. I don't get to see them over video chat is all I get to see my kids.
Right. So you have your daughter, mod, an adult situation like that.
What? My daughter can't see her dad?
Well, you know, I think it's
this app was for children. This app was for children.
Right.
It still is.
But people like
there's no adult situations.
Something else.
There's no adult situations in my life. I don't talk about no adult situations. Right?
Right.
You don't know? You're in them.
I'm sorry. You cut out. I didn't hear that.
I said there's no adult situations in my life.
No, but you are showing her to ask old ladies, and
I ain't asked you for nothing.
Give you money.
I ain't asked you for nothing.
You are asking people for something.
I'm not. Whatever. I don't care. Like I said, I'll put I'm a dry beggar on my live.
Yeah, just
because I got a hell of a lot more people backing me than you ever will. Good people, not dishonest liars.
I'm not dishonest. I came with the truth.
You just admitted you're a liar.
Like
I said, show me something that I did. Show me something that's mine. You can't.
I have Facebooks. I have YouTube channels.
You have her Facebook.
X. I have you and her in compromising positions. So
what?
Your wife. It's you're in a relationship with that person.
Prove
so
it.
Say that you're.
I'd love you to prove it. Prove it.
You're living in a truck because that's not true.
Prove it. Prove it. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove. Come on out. Take your pictures. I dare you.
No thanks.
Why not?
I wouldn't go near you. I'm afraid of you.
You should be. Everyone on here should be.
I am, because you're a freak.
Yeah, I am a freak.
Sir, please don't throw threats out like that.
Oh, it ain't no threat. It's a promise. Like I said, people want to fuck around with my kids. I'm not a violent man. But you keep pissing around with my kids.
To your kids.
Really?
I never.
You keep talking about my kid. You keep telling me what I should and shouldn't do with my kid.
Okay, sir. You know, when you at this point said you're not making threats, you're making promises. Nobody brought up nobody showed pictures of your kids. Nobody, any of that.
That's weird because I've got pictures. I've got pictures.
Because I'm from an Italian family.
Oh,
yeah, there's the innuendo.
I don't care about your Italian family. I don't care about any family.
And
well, we're not
threatening
you in any way, sir. We're not threatening you in any way.
It sounds like she's going to bring the Italian mob out.
No, that's not even what she was going to say. She was not going to say that. She was not going to say that.
Well, I don't want her threatening me physically.
No, I ain't threatening you. I ain't threatening you. I'm promising you.
All right.
Well, near my kids.
Yeah. So I'm promising.
Go near my kids.
Be careful.
Go near my kids and see what happens.
Be careful.
So nobody's gonna go near your kids. You shared your side of the story. You know, I brought you up here to share your side of the story.
No, all you did was make me out to be a liar the whole time. That's it. A liar and a racist. You've wasted almost an hour of my life for nothing.
I gave you the opportunity to share your side of the story, buddy. That's what I
did. And you don't want to hear it.
I didn't say I don't want to hear it. You're still in the box. You're still in the box.
You keep deflecting back to my ex-wife. You cannot say anything that
I haven't even went back to your ex-wife, sir. I haven't went back to your ex-wife.
You keep saying, well, she's posted this, she's got this, she's done this. It's all she. What did I do?
Sir, I already told you. You dry begging on TikTok pulls out people's heartstrings.
Millions of people sit here and do it every day.
And I bring awareness to all of them. I know. And I bring awareness to everybody that's begging and dry begging on TikTok, sir. And scamming people out of money. I do that.
Scamming people out of money. I have no job. I've got a fucking brain tumor.
I understand that.
So how is that dry begging?
Sir, what you do is dry beg, sir, whether you like to acknowledge it or not.
I sit here and I have casual conversations with my chat. I explain my situation, my health problems. I've made many friends that are going through the same health issues that I am. And we talk all day, every day. But I'm a dry bagger. I don't care, Lala. I don't care.
A brain tumor.
I am so done. So done with you.
Good.
I don't even want to hear you anymore.
All right, sir. Well, I gave you the opportunity to share your story, and you told your side of the story, and I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm very respectful. I appreciate you sharing your side of the story, and that's all I can ask from you.
Right. Well, you go ahead and post all your little videos of me.
I'm not posting videos of you, buddy.
Well, tell all your little buddies they can, because it's fine. All your little trolls in the chat.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and
I won't now. Thanks.
I hope you feel better.
It was chatting with
I bet you do.
Hey, get that OnlyFans up. That's a legitimate way to make money.
Well, you help me do it.
I don't know anything about stuff like that. I don't know how to get
you're the
that
one that said you were into the BDSM.
Yeah. I don't know how to get none of that stuff working for you. I'm saying
I don't either.
About OnlyFans.
I don't either.
About OnlyFans, but I think that you got enough time on your hands that you'll be able to figure it out. Maybe
I don't think anybody
can help you.
I don't think anybody wants to see a 300-pound fat man in his truck jacking off.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Exactly.
All that. All right, you have a good day, sir.
Yep, you too.
Have a good evening, sir.
Yeah.
If my mods could turn the chat back on or the comments section. Thank you.
I was trying to at least get him in a little better mood before he went and done whatever he knowing that two ladies are up here and to say something so damn vulgar.
I apologize to everybody. I really do.
Like he could have said shucking corn the long way. He didn't have to say that.
Lola, are you there, honey? Can you hear me?
Diane's traumatized.
Aunt Lala, are you there?
Yes.
Hi,
Sorry, my
baby.
throat. I'm
No,
still
you're okay.
traumatized.
I just want to say something, sweetie.
Okay.
Don't take anything she has to say with a grain of salt. He's a madman,
He
and
is.
you did what you had to do to fight for our people that are getting their money taken.
Yes. And
I
that's,
thank you
that's
for everything because
well,
I know
thank
it was
you.
fearful.
I appreciate that.
You know, well, you got you. We are a community here. We love you. We got you, and we appreciate you.
I love you guys too.
Yeah, he and I know that you done a lot of work looking into him, Aunt Lala. And you know, I've talked to people like him before, and they come in hot. They come in wanting to fight. They come in wanting to get shit started. That way they can go back to their platform and be a victim. I see it a lot. There was Jen. I spoke to Jen a couple of times, and of course she would turn it into her being the victim, and that's what they like to do. They want to come in, they want to be hateful, and but then they want you to be nice. Well, look how you're talking, and then say, and you know, okay, I'm not gonna make it a race thing, but I am gonna say that I kind of raised my eyebrow when he said, and then the Mexican is coming after me or something like that. I'm like, would it matter if he was Caucasian? Would you say, and then there's this Caucasian coming after me? Like I felt some kind of way when he said that. But I don't want to say that he's racist or anything like that. I'm just saying I felt some type of way.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah,
And yes, he
and
did try to turn it all on me. Of course, because I found out the information and shared it. And now he's trying to make me look like I'm doing all this other stuff that I would never do. And the only thing I lied about was one screen name that I have. And that's because he blocked me the second I asked him a legitimate question. So that's the only lie I have. But I never would make even a phone call about him. Everything I found out was Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Airbnb. It was so easy to find. And that's it. And whatever I had, I sent everything I had to the homie, and that's it.
and you know what, where I, you know, kind of got upset but didn't let it get to me was when he did make that comment where he said, and here come, and next thing you know, here comes the Mexican. And that's when I told him what I told him. So now you're being a racist. Now he goes, that's your name. I said, he's seen my profile how many times? It's the Mexican homie. But because he wanted to have his way and say, here comes the, and then next thing you know, here comes the Mexican, you know, that was racist. Whether he acknowledges it or not, he's seen my profile name how many times?
And it's the way he said it. He didn't say the Mexican homie. He said the Mexican, like that. So I found that to be racist too.
Yeah, he said that he wasn't allowed to drive with the seizures. He was driving. He was driving. He was driving. Yes, he tried to intimidate Aunt Lala. That's what it was. And hold on. You know what? Naughty Sandwich. Goodbye.
Naughty Sandwich is his other screen name.
Goodbye. I got rid of him.
The naughty sandwich.
You know, he says we're all full of it. You know, if that's how he feels, then
He's
you know,
got a right to his feelings. He's got a
yes.
right to his feelings.
Yeah, and you know, I gave him the opportunity to come over and, you know, share his story. That's what I wanted.
And for
You
him,
know,
and for people lumping us in together, listen, when you say them, those, put names to who them and those are, because we are not them and those. Okay. We are not the ones who is going real life and calling the hospitals, calling motels, calling jobs. We ain't doing that shit. So when you say y'all, no, put names on it. Put the names on it that's doing it. Don't lump every one of us together, because we're not all the damn same.
and that's what I try to explain, that we don't, that's what we call going real life with people, you know, and then like showing up at locations and, you know, I don't call hospitals. I don't, you know, that's private information. I don't do that because, you know, and on top of that, if I try to call a hospital, are they really going to give me the information? I don't even think they would give it to me. There's no way they would give me yeah, there you go. Okay. It's a HIPAA violation. If I was to call, you know, if they gave me the information, they'd be in big trouble.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
a lot of
another way for them to say off the wall shit to be the damn victim. And the one thing they are not is victims. Okay, let's just get that out there right now. They are in no way victims.
Yeah,
They are perpetrators.
and I knew what he was gonna. I already knew what he was gonna come on the live stream and do. I already knew. You know, he was gonna deny everything. The picture right there, he keeps on saying, she posted that picture because her mom's in it, and she had recently passed. But
Can
there's
you show me
another
the picture again, or would it be too much of a problem?
no. All I did was put a piece of tape over her mom's face. That's all I did.
Yeah, I just really want to see if there was a way that that mom could have been, you know, if that he could have been cropped out of it. Because I find it odd with all of the cropping tools today that now I could understand if mom couldn't be cropped out, but
he's not even cropped out on this picture.
I mean, you know, him being cropped out and mom and her is still in there. You know,
It's right there, SP.
okay, so that is that's their daughter getting married?
No, that's him and his
Bride?
yes.
Oh shit, yeah, you can just ride around there and he would be out of there. I find it odd that would be the picture that she would post.
And there is when it was posted. But he said he was divorced in 2019.
She also changed her name on the Facebook. It used to be a different name.
So what
it was just changed yesterday. So
what is the legalities of this Airbnb? She just changed what yesterday?
Her name on Facebook. She
changed it to something different than his name?
It was Jill and whatever her last name was, which it wasn't his last name, but she just changed it to Marie today.
I wonder if people's been reaching out to her or something.
Word was getting out that we held the live stream. And I messaged him yesterday before I even did the live stream to bring awareness about him. So once he got wind of it, you think he's not going to reach out to people? Yeah, that's what a lot of people saying, he's not married. Dexter Wabbit said that too. I'm going to do some more digging.
Why? Do we know what the legalities is of the hangs on it? Is Is it deeded to both of them?
The cabin?
No, I don't know any of that. I just saw it in his YouTube channel giving a tour of it with a link, and I clicked the link. So he gave the information himself. You know, everything I
when was
found, I
this?
found on Google.
And when did he do that?
Uh, like a year ago, maybe 9 months ago.
And he's saying
according to
that
the
they
YouTube
have been.
channel.
He's saying they've been divorced.
Since
2019.
2019. And he's just been a host with her on the Airbnb a few months ago. So, you know, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, something's not right there. Something's not right. Huh. Yeah, something's going on. Something's.
Dexter Weber said, I looked wrong county. I'm wrong. He is still technically married. They're separated. So there could be a lot. Like I said, here's the thing about it. He said that they're legally divorced. So
Right. And if they, why wouldn't he just say, yeah, we're separated? Why would he still stand on, no, we're totally divorced? Because who cares if they're separated, right? So why? I don't understand. I don't understand why I keep perpetrating the lie of that they're not married. Is it because he don't want people to think that that he has any ties to that Airbnb?
Or
he has to
maybe
still have.
they
See,
had a wedding that's not legal. That she dressed in a gown and he dressed in a suit. And that's what they did.
he did contradict his life, Charlotte Q. He contradicted himself in many ways. He said, I don't care if you call me a dry beggar. I'm going to start putting that on my screen when I start going live. He said on the messages that he sent me, he said he's even going to advertise his X account. He's going to advertise his OnlyFans. That's fine. You're a grown man. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I can't tell you what to do. But when I had the live stream yesterday, I was bringing awareness to people.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
he don't.
Well, you seen he was calling me a troll.
Yeah, and I was like, a Mexican homie is not a troll. He is not a troll, sir. But that's what they like. That's the word that they like to use, and I don't even understand why. I don't even understand why, because we are absolutely not trolls. You're absolutely not a troll.
No. And I want to thank you, Charlotte. I held my composure. I didn't like the fact that he came after Aunt Lala the way he did. When I told him, do not be making threats to her, he said, it's not a threat, it's a promise. At that point, I was ready just to boot him because he's not, that's making a direct threat at somebody, and he's not going to do that. He's not, we already discussed about anybody sending even messages to the wonderful ladies in our community, or any lady for that matter, whether it's a lady or a man. You're not going to send lewd and disrespectful messages, disgusting messages, and more or less threaten them directly when the kids were not even brought into this as far as posting pictures, anything like that. Yes, he said that multiple times. He did. And I took great offense to it. He's not going to do that. He's not going to threaten any lady. If he wanted to, direct that towards me, that was fine, because I'm a man and Aunt Lala's a lady, and that's not going to happen.
Thank you. But like I said, if he ever came after me, I have a whole family around me. And he doesn't want to mess with those people. Believe
Well,
me.
he would have to get his supporters to give him some gas money, so.
Exactly.
So,
I don't like it, and I definitely don't like the vulgarity. Like, we joke around and cut up about stuff, but you won't never hear one of us come out and say something so damn vulgar, like, oh, I'm going to sit in my truck and JACK. Like, you're just disgusting.
And that's just a little bit, just a little side that we've seen. Imagine if we would have went any further. He already got very irritated and very disrespectful and very pissed off real quick.
Yeah, why is he so mad at Lala? Because he knows she's the one who's done the most research on him.
I believe so.
He's mad because he thought I was like a friend of his, but I spoke to
Oh,
him once a week to say because he sends videos to my DMs, like the videos that he posts.
hmm
He just sends them directly to my mailbox,
oh gosh, I hate that.
and he made me a mod, at which I was a mod for 15, not even 15 minutes, months ago. And I even told Diva, once I found out that icky, disgusting pictures of him, I told her I'm done. I'm not doing this.
Did
This
he
is
ever
not for
try
me.
to have a conversation with you like that?
No, because I am very curt. Like I don't linger. And every conversation was like 10 seconds long.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I'm glad your doctor's appointment went well. That's it.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
I had to find out how to unmod myself.
Oh,
I didn't know how to do that. And I Googled that and I figured out how to do that because I didn't want to be associated with him once I saw that.
did he
Or
bring
smoke
up the fact
another
that you
17
unmodded
packs of
yourself?
cigarettes.
No, well, I maybe he didn't notice. I don't know. I just, whenever he was live, I would say hi, and that's it. And I wanted to see all the people that would be muted and blocked, like if they had an off question, about him, and then you'd see it disappear. How quick it would disappear.
Does he have a
But
lot of enablers?
I think so. I mean, all the people on there. He only keeps. If you look on his videos, he deletes like probably all the negative comments, and it looks all bright and shiny. Everything looks all bright and shiny. Everybody in his chat is very bright and shiny, and anybody who's even says one little question of doubt is immediately blocked, muted. So I
Just like if
stayed
people have
like
questions in your live SP, you block them,
in
mute
that
them.
account
And matter of fact,
as
you
like
block people before they
friendly,
even
not
say anything.
friendly, but you know, just so I can go into his lives. And I admit that fully. I mean, I think everybody on this app does that.
Absolutely.
So they can go in and see what people are saying. And that's how I started Googling. I was just curious. And
Here she
I
goes again, trying to be the Barba Walters of the
just did a
internet.
little
He's
investigation.
no
And
Barba
that was,
Walters.
and it wasn't hard. I found all the stuff I found in like, 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. And then I gathered up all the information and sent it over.
Well, thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome.
I
Sorry,
mean, thank
my
you for all the
voice.
work that
I
you
have
did so that I can look like that I took the
polyps
credit
in
for
my
it.
throat. I had surgery and it's a chronic condition.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aunt Lala. I really appreciate you getting in the box. I
Thank you.
apologize for what he told you as far as
That's okay.
um,
You're very respectful to everyone. So that's on him uh, to lash out at me because who's easier to lash out at? A woman, somebody he thought was his friend, who was onto him, who uncovered his dirty little secrets.
That's
yeah.
crazy. Did you look at his OnlyFans?
No, what I looked at
I'm
was
sure you looked at it, SP, because you always be
Twitter.
trying to look at people's OnlyFans.
Okay, Twitter is not like you don't have to go behind a paywall or anything like that. And I was shocked when I clicked on the username and it was right there out in the open. I didn't have to go into any corn site or anything like that. If you go on Twitter, it's just there. You don't have to go behind anything. And that's what I saw. Like, I would never even go on those sites, but I went on Twitter innocently.
How did
I
you
didn't
find
know
out
they
that he had a
posted
site
stuff
unless you
like
went
that.
on it?
Didn't either. Hey, I went on Facebook and there was a whole ass pornographic video under Chris's name with a whole ass Richard.
And I'm sure you took pictures of
Oh my
it.
God.
Yes,
Yeah,
over on
and
the
he has a Instagram too with the same kind of stuff. So, and it's not blocked. It's not like you don't have to friend him. It's just right there. You don't have to request to friend him. So I saw that and I was like mortified, terrified, and like
I'm
it took
so
me a
sure you
good
were mortified.
month and a half
Sounds like you've
before,
had plenty of them.
and Dollar
Eating the
Devo
corn the long way.
I came to her first about it. And then after a while, I said, I don't want to be associated with this person, you know, after I saw that kind of stuff.
Does he have? I know he said he had 2 children, and his 14-year-old is his moderator.
He had her as his
Here
moderator.
you go again, bringing people's kids and
And the
things.
one he's claiming is not his wife.
Wow.
And that's the whole scam, is saying he doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have siblings. When he has a brother, he has a father. He has all aunts, uncles, and cousins that all live. And this is all easily found on Facebook. So I wasn't digging through, whatever. These are pages that were open. I didn't friend anybody. I didn't approach anybody. I didn't message anybody to say, do you know so and so? Nothing. Absolutely nothing like
It's
that.
just right there for the
It's
taking,
just right there open for the taking.
Well, that's always nice. That's always real nice.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna try to relax a little bit.
That's
All
right
right,
up
well,
your
get on
alley,
out of here.
MSP.
Get my
There
blood
for the taking.
pressure down and relax.
We appreciate you very much. What you do, Paul?
Thank you guys, and
Thank you
have a
for your
great night,
time.
everyone.
You have a good night. And don't be going looking at that OnlyFans.
Oh no! Oh, did
That'll
you
get
see
your
it?
blood pressure down.
Did you see it, SP?
I did it.
You didn't? Okay.
No, I heard
Yeah.
some of the names.
That's
though, and
exactly
those
where
were
you're
real
fixing to
funny
go.
because, John Holmes, he says like he's got names like Micro PENIS
Yes.
and stuff like that, but he says he's the John Holmes of homelessness when literally John Holmes was like an anaconda. And
Oh
but
my
I
God.
think he got him mixed up with Ron Jeremy. Because Ron Jeremy was just a little
Oh.
fella.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, anyway, after that, I couldn't sleep for days. I was like, oh.
Yes.
Okay, guys, have
Bye,
a great
beauties.
evening.
You have a blessed evening,
You
Lala.
too.
Thank you. I'll drop you down.
Okay, thanks.
Oh,
So-
what an interesting live stream.
Always
Right?
talking
What are
about
we gonna do with
someone's
these women?
pee. You don't have enough of them?
I don't.
What are we gonna do with? Oh my God! Do you know I almost down passed the hell out when he used the J word?
Yeah.
I was like, how rude! How rude! There is two ladies sitting up.
There was a
here,
lady in the box, and you were talking
wanna
about a man's
speak with
end.
such vulgarity.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely disgusting.
You know, and that's the thing, that the way he started approaching things, the way, I mean, I just, he right away
What does that sit the
started,
most
you know,
is the fact
going,
makes me
as soon as I brought
is
Aunt
that you
Lala in the
lost control
box,
of your own life.
at first, and the messages that he sent me, he couldn't even name who's the he kept saying that girl. And what girl are you talking about? Then he goes, he seen Aunt Lala come in, and he goes, Aunt Lala. Aunt Lala. I'm all like, I asked you how many times what girl, and then, you know, then he couldn't figure it out.
But then he figured out it was Aunt Lala.
All of a sudden, Aunt Lala came in, and then he figured it out. That's what he got to. And,
So,
and I was,
does he have a brain?
he says he does. He showed
He probably does.
so
You're not the only
the
one that
video
has
that I
brain
showed
problems, SP.
yesterday, and I have it pulled up right here, and I have it pulled up for a reason. And let me grab it.
Surprising method that repeat lottery.
And I'll tell you what it says. Calcium deposit. There you go, Aunt Lala. Calcium deposit. And I'll try to get to the part where he shows the paperwork. Gray suffers from spinal and intercranial calcium deposits due to several traumatic impacts. That's what it says.
If that's what you're reading, then that means he has a TBI, just like you, SP.
And that's why he kept saying that we were calling OSU. I never called OSU. I never did that. You know, they're not going to give me. Yeah, it says calcium deposits. It's on the YouTube video. Scan his QR code on his bracelet in his video. Yeah, and we don't do that. You know, we don't go real life. You know, we're
Yes,
calling
you do.
hospitals.
Yeah. And now you got people calling the hospital with this name.
How often does he go to the hospital?
He didn't say. He didn't want to. He didn't want to mention it. You know, he just. Somebody said that's not a brain tumor, just calcium. Some brain tumor. To drive.
Right. So why is he driving? And listen, I understand. You know, he says let's just go by what he says. He's homeless. He only has that vehicle. And here's another thing. So I know how it is when I ride in a vehicle, my feet swell. And that's what I was wondering about his. If sitting in that truck all the time, does he ever say anything about his feet swelling?
Everybody
He
is
has no
P.
license.
Yeah, he has no license.
Oh, and he's driving around. Oh my goodness, that makes me. And his little dog. He says people send him stuff to his wish list. To his
You worry about that little dog. You need to be worried about your own, because all you do is feed her freaking treat. Where's your dog food?
And that's why,
Oh, it's about to get down, wasn't we?
wow, the next person that I have is going to be even more controversial because nobody wants to go after this guy.
Who is it?
Dax Emery.
I don't think I know him.
You probably don't.
Oh, can we take a little small commercial break just for
You
1
sure
second?
can because I'm preparing the video about
You gotta
Mr.
take a commercial
Dax
break.
Emery. Nobody wants to go after this guy, so I'm just going to mention it to everybody. The one that thinks
how
he's
do
a
you
cop.
turn off comments? You might not have that feature, Diane.
Bev did, so Diane should be able to.
Oh, okay.
I don't have.
Do you want to tell her how? She says, "How do you turn them off?"
I don't know.
I'll tell you how. If you go into that arrow, right
You know how to
there,
crop
and then
pictures.
go into moderator settings,
You know how to make t-shirts
and
with a computer.
and you
You know how to
click 'em off right
restream.
there.
You know how to run a Reddit, but you don't know how to stop things. Okay.
So, last night when we was just in here kicking it, and you always have somebody who's got to be stupid,
Yes.
and accused my moderators of some pretty ugly shit, and so and what did we say? We said that it was to be used for today. That guy did that. Do you know I went back and checked? Do you know that he was blocked 20 days ago? It's 21 now, but 20 days ago.
Your moderators
he was
are really
blocked.
disgusting.
But
They
he
all
just
are.
wanted to talk about
Even
it
you.
last night. You want me to tell you why that is?
Why? Go ahead,
It's
SPR.
because of one of Chris's moderators said to one of Chris's followers yesterday in the chat, said, "Don't send roses, send something bigger." And so that guy coming over here was to where they could overlook that and accuse my moderators of unblocking people if they send me a galaxy.
Your moderators wouldn't block
Wow.
someone that sends a
I know,
galaxy.
they must think I'm
They
cheap.
didn't block
My
someone for
moderators
sending
think very
roses.
highly of me. They would at least ask for a whale. They would. They're
Oh
not
my
cheap.
goodness.
They're not cheap. Don't send her a galaxy. Send her a whale if you want us to unblock you.
And
Like,
they
that's just
probably did
crazy
send
right
you a whale
there.
to get unblocked.
And then he
People
went
have done
so-
less.
Look at there.
Look at
Look
that
at
little
that.
Ferris wheel.
Oh my goodness, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's a beautiful little Ferris wheel.
Oh my goodness. They don't like it when Mexicans get gifts, I'm telling you right now.
That was
I'm
SP's way of dry begging for gifts.
Like
It
I
worked.
said,
She got a Ferris wheel.
Continue, SP.
Okay, so that's the main reason. So Eric was used to come over here so that nobody's going to be talking about what his mod did over there yesterday.
Continue it, SP, so I can get some more gift dry begging now.
Bigger. And that's why this guy had been blocked 20 days ago. And do you know what else is crazy, homie? Is one of my moderators, Dubs, she went into our mod chat and found the day that he was blocked. And the comments that they had dropped into the mod chat about blocking him.
Oh,
and he
my
come in there with a slick tongue, talk about, do you have a job? And after I answered that I did, he just kept on until he got his ass blocked. Now
you got a slick tongue too, SP, and you ain't got no job. You live off of TikTok. Those are your own words.
His videos go all the way back to 22, but he's new on this app. Stop it.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all. No sense at all. No sense whatsoever. And He kept saying, "Oh well, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this." He knew what he was doing. He didn't have any receipts to prove what he was claiming.
Exactly. And listen, when you come for one of us over here, please know that we got receipts for days.
Yeah.
And
Show
I
the
have
receipts,
never
Dan. I'd
showed
like to
y'all
see them.
one receipt of any of us threatening y'all, of any of us going real life with y'all. None of that. None of that. But y'all clearly have done it over here. So don't be spreading your lies and shit, because it ain't gonna work. Because we got people over here that will literally try to
You know that
destroy
I'm
you.
restreaming you? Is that the
There you
reason why?
go. There you go. It makes a lot of sense that he was just bent out of shape because he got blocked. He was bent out of shape.
Yeah, for 20 days. For 20 days, he held on to this. For
Yes.
20 days. That says a lot. Yeah, Jim. And first thing this morning, he was right on over there in Chris's talking
And first
about
thing, you're always on.
that he was
Never
blocked,
stop.
and when
Never
when
sleep.
he asked to be
How do you
unblocked,
function
they
as a
said
human?
send a galaxy. So stupid. So you gonna show a video?
I got a lot of stuff to show. You want to stick around?
I'm going down in your comments so that we can make the screen bigger. And but I'm here for it.
She can't stay up
All
there.
right. Well, like I said, I'm
You're
gonna
getting too much trouble.
reiterate.
She's gotta go and lock
He's
herself.
what they consider a big creator. Nobody wants to go after him. I've seen a couple videos of people trying to expose what he's doing. I'm not scared. Yes, he claims to be a cop. I'm not scared. I'm going to tell everybody right off the bat. I am not scared. Not at all. And I believe I have a picture. So, yeah, get your popcorn ready, because we know this guy's going to come after me. He was fired. He was.
Ain't nobody coming after
So,
you. Ain't
the hat's
nobody
gone.
worried about
It
you.
disappeared. His name is Dax Emery. Dax Emery. He's going to come for me, his people, because I'm about to.
Sure sounds like he's scared.
I'm about to expose
Sounds like
what
he's
he's doing.
scared.
You've seen him many times, Kathy Davis. Yeah, Dax, Emry. There you go. It's this one right here. Thank you, Diane. C.R. McKinney got it right on the money. I am Emery. So he is on every single day. And I'm not scared to expose what he's doing. So that's who we're talking about. So let me pull up. Let me see if I have a picture. Give me 1 second.
You worry about
He's
people
live
being on
right now.
every day on TikTok.
Well, once he finds out we're talking about him, they
You
might
guys
come
see
shut
them
us
on
down.
TikTok every
Which
single
is
day.
fine. We'll go.
That's
If
perfectly
we
okay.
get shut down
Stay on
for me
24/7.
exposing this guy, we're going to stopping the scammers. So I believe I have a picture. Please bear with me. Just please bear with me, everybody. This is Mr. Emery right here. So this is who we're discussing right now. Mr. Emery. So that way everybody gets an idea. They say he's live streaming right now. Yes.
I'm streaming you too. Keep up with your
this
life.
is when he was an officer. That's when he was actually an officer. He is not a police officer in real life. He's not. So I'm going to pull his picture down. He's not a real police officer. He's not a security guard. He was fired. He's been fired from 2, not 1,
You didn't say he
2
was a police officer
police
now.
departments in
City
South
was.
Carolina.
That's what it means when you get fired.
So I'm going to pull his picture down. Let me pull his picture down. So he's been fired from 2 departments, not only 1. He does, and he gets a lot of gifts. He's on the top ranks. So he sits, even today, he was dressed as you see him right there, sitting in his cruiser, in his vehicle in front of his house. He is on Reddit. And I'm going to explain to you what happened and why he got fired. I'm going to explain to you.
It could have been it could have been a
That's
little picture. I'm
Emery.
saying something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, once we start discussing I am Emery, please keep an eye out. So here's why, one of the reasons he got fired. He puts on the full uniform still. That uniform, the vest,
Back over still
everything, I got information that the vest that he has, everything that he has was purchased off of Amazon and other locations. Yes, of him sitting on a motorcycle, I believe so. Yes, I believe he's still in South Carolina. Because his address, when I pulled up his information, is pulling up
so you know his
Carolina.
address. If you don't go real life with people, why do you need to know his address?
That's what I would say, hot pink girl. But so here is one of the reasons he got, and maybe I could, if you could, I don't think everybody be able to read it, but I'm on. Sorry, everybody. I pushed the off button on my. Could everybody hear me? Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm going to point this down. Okay. Let me turn on my camera. I'm hoping everybody could see.
Why don't you turn on your camera and show your face instead of hiding behind the warrior?
So then, this is what I'm going to read from.
You don't even show your face.
So one of the reasons that he got fired is the question was on the Reddit. Is he the guy that stole from Toys for Tots, right? And they said, yes, it sure is. And let me scroll. And then somebody says, stole from Toys for Tots, what happened? They said he collected more than $100,000 for Toys for Tots, and there was no record of him turning any of that money over to the donation.
Okay, so where's the proof?
Where's the proof?
Where's the proof?
So one of the reasons that he got,
if he stole that much,
fired from one department, he collected over $100,000 in donations for Toys for Tots and never turned that money in. Yes, he posted a video, but it was not.
Person in here, welcome in.
I seen the video. It's not what the little bit of toys that supposedly he did. It's not even close, and we're talking $100,000 in donations. That's money, not anything else. We're talking cash money donations.
Okay.
I'm not sure why he hasn't been arrested. It was reported. It was all a scam.
Criminal record, a police report, something that proved that he took that money.
Yes, he does talk about he has sugar in his tank, and the ladies love him. The ladies love him. And let me put the picture up. A lot of the ladies love him that go over to, because he's this guy, and that's why he gets a lot of gifts. The ladies love him because this is the guy right here. I guess cute. There you go, Diane. I mean, that's why a lot of ladies.
You're going after him because are you jealous?
No, I'm not saying he's bad looking. A lot of the ladies says that he's cute. Let me get rid of this picture. Let me see. That's another picture of him. Oh, the comments, we can't see them. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll get rid of.
Yeah, you gotta turn your comments
Let
back on
me
so people
pull
can
this down.
comment.
So that's why he gets a lot of donations. Okay, there we go. What in Jesus' name? Okay. Well, I'm going to read to everybody. Jerry just posted on his live about us. Ah, interesting. So who is Jared? Yeah, the baddest boy with the baddest toys. So that's one of the
At
reasons
least
he
he's
got
got toys
fired
to play with.
from being an officer. And let me and I'm going to pull my phone off and I'm going to turn my camera back on. So a lot of people reached out. They found out what county he worked for. They found out what county he worked at. And this is from Lancaster Police Department in South Carolina. That officer no longer works for Lancaster PD. So that verifies that he got canned from that location. Oh, sorry.
Oh, so now we get to see what the inside of your house looks like.
So that right
Turn the
there.
camera off.
I apologize, everybody. I'm trying to move. Jared's name dropped you. Well, that's fine. If they don't like the fact that I'm bringing awareness about what this guy is doing, I don't know what to tell them. So he is posing as an op, and he's not anymore.
You're
That's
not
what he's
bringing
doing.
awareness to nothing. You're
That's what
making
he's
up
doing.
lies just like SP does to fit your
That's
narrative.
exactly what he's doing.
Show the proof.
Because today,
No,
on a
none of
video that I have,
yes, this man, look at this. He doesn't
yeah,
have a job
everybody's
anymore.
like,
This
who's
proves it
Jerry?
right here. Prove the fact of what you're saying.
On a
Back it
video
up.
that I have, that he was, that I got today of his live stream, he was in the best, the walkie-talkies, the whole nine, sitting in front of his house in the driveway. You know, he has the badge.
Oh,
you know,
my
the badge
goodness, he
purchased
had a
as well,
walkie-talkie.
sitting in the car. Yes, he was. So, you know, it's like he's impersonating somebody that he's not. And the ladies love it. They eat it up. Yeah, I don't know, Rudy.
Sounds like you're jealous
It's
because they're not
crazy
eating your
that they'll
stuff
come
up.
for us. They'll come for us. They'll come and try to shut us down. And that's fine. I don't care. We'll go to stopping the scammers. He does that every time. He does coffee with the cop. Yes, he does. He does that. He says coffee with the cop. He's not a police officer. So I showed the picture where Lancaster Police Department in South Carolina said that he's not even an officer there no more. He got canned from that position.
Okay.
Oh boy, he's gonna be mad. He is committing a crime. He's gonna be super mad at me. He's gonna be like, "Who's this Mexican? Who's the Mexican homie?" So let me do some more research. Don't make him call ICE now. So I did some research and I found out that, what happened? Go ahead, SP.
A sign that says, if you can't save, be fucking deadly. What message does that send?
Oh, who dropped SP? SP, you can request again. Somebody dropped SP. What happened? Oh, there's SP.
Hey, so I was listening to a video, and when I came up, it was playing in the background, so I just dropped back down. So have you watched the video over on YouTube about him?
Let me see. Is it called First
Yes,
Amendment Audit?
the audit.
You want to play it for everybody?
Yes.
Let's play it.
All righty. Do you have it pulled up? You want me to play it?
I'm going to let you play it because your speaker's
All right.
louder.
I got it right here. And this is the guy that that homie is talking about right now. And let me pull up my my
Here she goes again with her
history
proof.
where I was
Just
just watching
videos.
it.
It's still
And
not
it's called
proof. She's going to take
it's
the
called
video
First
and she's going to make it sound
Amendment
however she
Audit
wants for her
while filing
narrative.
complaints on cringy South Lancaster, South Carolina cop.
Hates that they're not paid enough for such scrutiny. He's the reason that there's going to be scrutiny to the city of Lancaster right now. And honestly, I think he's paid too much. Date of contact, location, time. Is that where he originally called me a bitch on YouTube? Or is that here right now where we're talking about this? He put up a little disclaimer in the past day or two after I spoke with his chief saying non-agency affiliated.
And just let y'all know, this is YouTube. We can say what we want. You can put whatever you want in your chat. I don't care how bad it gets.
Uniform and saying those words. It's not agency affiliated. Referring to women as bitches. Referring to them as good girls, all while in the same badge and uniform that you're wearing right now with longer sleeves. There was no accountability in his last place for literally inappropriate social media conduct. And here we are again. That shows to me that he didn't learn the last time, and that again makes him a liability for y'all. When he is encouraging women to bring the thirst in a which cop is hotter contest on TikTok, that ruins the public trust. Do you think I want him pulling over my daughter? Absolutely not. Now, when he's got his badge and his SWAT vest hanging up on the wall beside a sign that says, if you can't save, be fucking deadly, what message does that send about the city of Lancaster Police Department? That y'all want to be 1,070. At least he does. You know, it is on video anyways, but
I was gonna say you didn't do it.
sure. Well, you know, I would hope not, but you have officers that are untrustworthy in your department right now. So, one more question for you, man. I'm sorry, this is gonna be a tough one.
Sure.
Do you know do you know the First Amendment?
Do I know the First Amendment?
How many rights are protected under it?
I can't say I can tell you the page number. Put me on the spot there.
I am, man, and there's a reason for that. Because you
So, and listen, this is a
Oh, she'll be watching me later.
video.
I'm pretty sure someone's going to tell
I
her.
implore y'all to
Please
please
go
go
tell her.
watch it yourself.
Please go tell her.
It's called I Solemnly Swear is the account name. And the video is First Amendment Audit while filing complaints on cringy South Carolina cop. If it was a female cop, he would have been fired.
Yes. And
Here she goes again, making
so
it
what
fit
I
her
did
narrative.
also,
I don't think it said anything about.
like I said, I did a little bit more digging. So as I was digging, I was able to find when for the 2021-22 budget, he was listed as an officer for the town of Clover over in South Carolina.
Clover?
Yes.
Oh my.
So he was listed.
Oh my Jesus! Just go ahead and say it. Oh
They
my
provide
Jesus.
finances, and it showed him as part of the budget. As part of the budget for 21-22, and he was listed as one of the officers on that budget. So I said, okay, let me go in and get the number for Clover, the town of Clover. I called the station. The gentleman that answered the phone was real nice, very respectful. And I told him I need to get some information regarding, maybe somebody who's employed there, because that's how you want to approach this. And then they said, well, do you mind me asking what officer you're talking about? I said, his name is Dax Emery. And the guy says, well, I'll let you know right now, he has not been employed with our police department in well over a year.
I don't think
said,
she got
okay,
named
please
yet.
get me over to a supervisor, a lieutenant, somebody in charge, so I could get some more information.
I don't think she
They
got
put me
named.
over to a supervisor.
I'm not sure why it's showing.
That has only been there a month.
Blue screen like that on the YouTube. I try to
So he
refresh
couldn't
it, but
provide
it's still
much more
not.
information. I've been employed over in the town of Clover as a police officer in well over a year. The photo that I showed of where Lancaster Police Department had said that that officer no longer works for Lancaster PD was 3 months ago. So he's been fired from 2 police departments. They say he stole over $100,000 in the Toys for Tots program and never reported it. So he should have reported it to for wherever he collected that money from. He says he has like 500 page impersonating his page, but it's actually him and his people doing it. And he's a big creator. And a lot of people are scared to go against big creators. I'm not scared. I'm not scared to call them out. So I reached out to Lancaster PD. I got their address. I got their phone numbers. I did a lot of research. The captain is scheduled to get back to me tomorrow. The captain is the only one that can answer my questions. But once I found this picture of him not being employed at Lancaster, that says a lot all in his. Said that officer no longer works for Lancaster PD 3 months ago. So he's been fired from 2 police departments. He said he stole over $100,000 in the Toys for Tots program. That is something that has been purchased. The vest that he has been purchased. Everything that he wears, and it says police on that vest, that has been purchased. He's not an actual police officer. That's impersonating a police officer. So some people that I've seen on the Reddit saying that they're in contact, they're trying to get in contact, they're not in contact with the FBI. His vest says.
No, not letting me bring up the comments and FP's profile, but I'm going to try
Somebody
again.
said in his bio that he said in his bio says not police affiliated. So that's why I'm bringing awareness to what he's doing, because he should, on that vest, it should not even say police on there. It should not say police on his vest.
Bear with me for one moment.
I have the video from today, and I'm going to post it on my main account.
Another restart, but
that's
I'm
impersonation.
Out
so do we know if he was
the
the
TikTok and try to go back in?
His address is still listed in South Carolina.
Was he ever in California?
Just bear with me. Just bear with me.
exactly where he's originally from, but what I was reading on this Reddit, that he's not allowed to be a police
And yet,
officer in South
we're
Carolina
Lulu.
at all
All
anymore.
she does is smell that
Wow.
The
smoke.
badge that the
And
badge
if
that
she
he,
don't get any dog
charges
food,
has
just
been
don't
brought
treat.
against this man?
the badge that he has on him right now, that I got a screenshot of this morning. I zoomed in on it. It says SC for South Carolina on the bottom of the badge.
But 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 listen, you have to turn all that in. You have to turn in your badge and everything. I don't know if they give you like a replacement
That's the only true thing that SB has said. Yes, you have to turn in your badge and your uniform.
He purchased that badge. He purchased it, and that's a lot of the research that was done. That badge was actually purchased.
So
where's your receipt? And he purchased the badge.
Police rolled up on him with him sitting in his car, all in full uniform, because that is a felony.
It is, because that vest, and I'm going to post the video on my main account after we're done with the live stream. The vest says police on the vest that he has. You cannot have a vest that says police on it if you're no longer a police officer. You can't have that. That's against.
Hot pink girl.
I didn't catch a comment. How is people supposed to trust
said,
cops when you got people out here impersonating one? That's.
And can you tell Tina Wolf who you're talking about again?
I am Emery, EMRY. Good evening, Marcina.
Hi, Marcina.
And if he can't be employed in the entire state of South Carolina, why does his badge say SC at the bottom of his badge that he purchased?
Okay, so yeah,
if it
you
looks
can
like
make
an
it.
actual South Carolina police badge.
Is it against the law?
And he got
from the town of Clover,
especially if you're trained to be a police officer, but it's not against the law to have it.
It does make you wonder what he's doing. Not from what I've seen, D11, he's still running the streets over the 100K that was stolen.
Yeah, I don't know how charges have not been leveled against him yet about that. That's a lot of money. $100,000. Like, you can be arrested for 10 grand. How is he running around after he ripped off for 100,000?
And especially, the Toys for Tots program is nationally known. And he goes and he takes over $100,000.
And it's such an important program.
Where's the proof?
It is.
You have not showed
And
one
that's
lick
why
of this man stole that money. Where's the proof?
Officers.
Mona, you're right.
Devastating.
Mona, you're right. Bad publicity for Lancaster PD. That's why that video is on YouTube. The one that SP had mentioned. That's why the video is up there. Because the guy that made that video also wanted to press harassment charges him as well. If you go further down into the video, it's a 44-minute video. The guy mentions that he wanted to file harassment charges on him as well.
Yeah, that's what he was doing at the police station, and decided to have a chat with the Popo.
Yeah, he was talking with, I believe, a lieutenant.
You would think, and they stole $100,000.
I guess I am Emery or Dax Emery goes as far as calling ladies.
He would have been arrested immediately. Where's his police record?
He has these things that he calls the thirst traps. For the ladies.
Yep. We know exactly what they're talking about. And he wanted women to send in thirst trap videos of who they thought that the sexiest cop was.
Okay, so where's the proof for the thirst?
Yes.
Like, disgusting.
Give me a second, SP. I'm gonna let you take over real quick. Give me 1 second.
All right. Y'all stay in line. Don't get out of line. Yeah, I know exactly where Lancaster is, and some people call it Lancaster, some people call it Lancaster. If you're from the Carolinas, you call it Lancaster. But and I know where Clover is. Clover is a little bitty town, like a little bitty town. His account just messaged you. Why? Why, Lisa? Y'all better not run amok. Y'all make me look bad. He'll think that he won't let me be the hall monitor anymore when he leaves. So y'all better be nice. He's coming back. Get in line.
So, yes, they must be watching this live. That's fine. He could be watching all he
waved at
wants.
you. Maybe he wants you to send him a thirst trap video. Hey, Lisa B said he just messaged her.
Oh,
Yeah, and somebody said that they sent a message, and Greg said they sent me a friend request on my troll account.
I've seen that several people said that she got a request on her private account.
Oh, but y'all don't have troll
And it's
accounts.
unfortunate that this guy continues to put on the best, he looks like an actual police officer.
He does look like a police officer.
And when
And that's terrifying. And listen, just because they're police officers don't mean that they're good people. And listen, there's a lot of wonderful, wonderful police officers. But also, unfortunately, within like
person
50
in the world
miles of
is
where
as
he was
wonderful
a
as
cop
you
at,
are.
there was a young lady who worked at one of the local nightclubs, and on her way home from work one night, she got blue lighted and pulled over, and the cop had been, to her, she didn't like it, and he unalived her, and he was a police officer, and there's been more than one cop that has unalived people while wearing that uniform.
Like we don't know
He
police
has
officers
accosted women
are
while yet
corrupt.
wearing
Now, come on.
that uniform.
You think
And I'm
we're
telling
going
you
to
right now
expect police
that you
officers to
can't
be,
take
all of them are going to be
a few
honest?
bad
Like,
people
come
and
on,
lump them in
really?
with the real good ones, because there is some awesome cops out there that will do anything for the people in their community. And then you've got the blue light bandit, yes, and then you've got these ones that don't care.
Yeah, and on the one that's providing a lot of information says it's in Horry County, Horry County, Lancaster PD is where he was last fired from. I doubt he'll be hired anywhere else now that he has a criminal record.
Horry County is near Myrtle Beach. Let me see.
I'm gonna have to look.
Pull
And
out
I'm
the
gonna wait for the
Google
captain
and go ahead and go reach
to get
out.
back with me to see how much information I could get.
Yeah, Lancaster. That's what
Exactly,
I thought. Lancaster
Smokefield.
is in Lancaster
There is
County.
none ever.
It's not in Horry
Exactly.
County. Horry County is like Myrtle Beach, Conway, North.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I just pulled up my googly maps. Homie, you sure do know how to pick some winners. I try to do the best I can, everybody.
Oh my God, you and that fake laugh, Mexican homie.
Because let me see. So I'm gonna look. Where's the town of Clover at?
Like next to, right outside Rock Hill, South Carolina. Right outside Kings Mountain, North Carolina.
Okay,
It's right there. But Lancaster.
Oh, you live real close to it, don't
South
you?
Carolina is almost 3 hours from Horry County.
Okay. I'm gonna what I want to do is talk to the captain tomorrow tomorrow. I want to get more, see how much information I could gather from the captain. How much information you think they'll divulge to me?
Well, listen, good thing about it is that they're the taxpayers pay their
I'm sure
salary.
you know how to get
So
all that
they're
information,
able
SP.
to, like nothing is supposed to be confidential unless something is under investigation. Okay, I think that
Does it fall under, like, what do they call it? The Freedom of Information Act, or what do
yes,
they call
it does fall right underneath there. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So hopefully this captain gets me more information, because he should not be doing what he's doing by wearing all that equipment that he's wearing.
And
then
Clover is right outside. If you know anything about Clover, South Carolina is right outside Gastonia, North Carolina, which sits right neighboring to Charlotte, North Carolina. Clover is probably 40 minutes from Charlotte.
Regina said, he's on my friends list. I follow him. He had me fooled.
Mary J said, spring me in a box.
Send a request. Send a request and we'll get you in a box. Everybody's getting kicked out of his live stream.
Everybody getting kicked out. How? So, hey, homie, if you touch Mary's picture, it'll let you invite her.
I did invite
the
her.
moderators could touch Mary's picture.
But you're still here, Elizabeth. Mary?
Oh, you got kicked out of our? You've got 7 followers. What's your other account?
Hey.
Hey. Hi, beauty. Toxic Fabrication said anything new on J-Fay. How are you doing, Mary J? You can't come back if you're blocked, sweetheart. Say again.
I shouldn't be blocked, huh?
No, not you, Mary J. I'm talking to Elizabeth.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not blocked. How are you doing? Marie is?
No, he's going to want the information you got. The more you got, the more he's going to tell you.
Over in Lancaster was contacting me tomorrow. I'm hoping to get as much information regarding Mr. Dax Emery, because the simple fact that it is said that he's no longer allowed to be a police officer in South Carolina. He's been terminated from 2 departments. The whole stealing over $100,000 is one of the reasons, all in itself. The video that's on YouTube also speaks a lot of who Mr. Dax Emery really is. Not a video.
Oh, that's all you need. He's done. He's done. And I'll tell you just a little background on me. I worked for the prison system for 28 years and dealt with a lot of lawyers, a lot of DAs, a lot of you name it. And they gonna hammer him. He just for him putting on that a hat with that on it. He's in big trouble. So it's email or whatever, send you them pictures of him doing that, and they will go after him.
So I have a lot of stuff that I've already compiled. I'm not going to bring awareness about somebody unless I have, a good amount of stuff.
Right.
So I'm hoping, because more than likely I'm going to have to email the video. I'm going to have to email all the information I have about him and what he's doing. And then on top of that, give him be able to watch his live stream and catch him in the act as well.
Oh,
And
they're absolutely
another
gonna do
good thing, let me say this. A good thing is that real country backwoods cops like Clover and Lancaster, they like to talk. They like to talk. They're real friendly. They grew up friendly, and they like to talk. So
yeah, they're gonna play it under radar, like, oh, it's not a big deal, but then they bring it into the captain and the wardens into that meeting with them, and it's a whole different shot. You know what I'm saying? In other words, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, this is some good information. You know, they're not gonna make it look bad because it looks bad on the department. But the way you portray that is you say, look, this man is dressing up in his uniform and impersonating a cop, and like he's in his patrol car sitting in his driveway, and this is not cool. Somebody's gonna get hurt. You know, they frown on that.
Gamecock Scout said one badge says corrections officer. I blew one up. And Jess, Dallas told you to look at the comment.
Yes, I had to go back. But wearing a vest that says police on it.
That's right.
That's a whole different ballgame that you're playing with there. Correction officers do not have vests that say police on them.
Well, I was a field sergeant out in the fields all day, every day, and they, you've got different categories, but never, unless we were on an escape, did we have a police jacket, and it was because it was loaned to us, you know. But no, that's not right. He's threading on some lockup time over that.
You're right about that. Hi, Big James. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to come and speak on behalf of us volunteer firemen and stuff, on behalf of the toy drive and stuff like that. This guy, man, if he's actually doing that, just to take toys from kids, man, that it really upsets me, because us guys, we work hard around Christmas time to bring
That
happiness
plastic
to kids
crown
and
off
stuff
your
like
head. You ain't 2-year-old kid.
that. And if this guy is really doing this, then he needs to be caught, because first of all, it's a felony to impersonate a firefighter or a police officer.
Absolutely.
Or EMT. Your state certification does not transfer from state to state unless you have to take like a board exam or something like that to be able to transfer your, like my EMT certification, board certified to do that. But this guy, if he's impersonating a police officer, somebody, like the lady just said, somebody needs to contact the police chief there, and you know, the evidence needs to be presented to the SBI, and they need to stop this guy before somebody gets hurt for real.
And even that, the correctional staff, I don't know if the jail is in with, you know, we have prisons here, and then we have jails. If you could get a good look at the uniform, is it different from the cop's uniform? And if it is, there's two things going on right there, because the state don't play with somebody impersonating a correctional officer. Had inmates jump in
If he has been
officer
a first named
uniforms and try to
officer, how come they
escape.
haven't arrested yet
So,
with the proof?
I mean, there's a lot to it, but you're right. I totally agree with you, but that's
And
something.
James, a lot of people are saying thank you for your service. Thank you for all that you do. I didn't want that to go unnoticed. I don't know if you read the comments or not, but I did want you to know that they're very appreciative of your service. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Mary.
No, you're good. Girl, you know I don't ever get in this box, but whenever I heard that, it just hit me. It hit a switch because I worked for them for too long, and I ran the units. You know, we turn out 800,000, 1,500 inmates with 15 officers, and they go to work. It's work time. You
The
know.
funeral lady said that she was an officer for over 27 years. Thank you for your service. And she's sure the feds are looking at him.
Oh,
That might be the reason he don't have the paperwork on him right now. Maybe they're stacking charges because hey, the feds love to stack charges.
Yeah. Well, North Carolina and South Carolina, I'm gonna tell you, they're not gonna play with that. They're worse. They're worse there than we are here in Texas. I'm just saying, they don't put up with that at all. So I again, like Homie said, I would bring it to the major's attention or the captain. Talk to the major and ask him, hey, can I come and talk to you and maybe the captain and the chief? Because the chief's he's gonna want to know where this information is coming from, and just go from there.
People's been arrested off of this internet because of their crimes. So most definitely, they're listen, with it being a police officer, things
Yes.
are handled a little bit differently.
Right.
And I think that I think that people aren't seeing anything happen, but that don't mean that it's not happening.
Right. Right. Well, he's still using them uniforms. I guarantee you he's fixing to get locked up because he's not supposed to.
Listen, they've got their eyes on him. This man is not going unnoticed. I can assure you of that. There is too many people that does not like or appreciate what he is doing, what he has done.
Right.
And I can assure you that they have got eyes on everything that this man. But here's the thing: if it is enough of a out and say, "Oh, I'm a police officer," and the uniform is just enough off to where he could say, "Oh, this is a skit. This is what I do. I portray this person," right? Because that's what Lisa told CPS when they come to her house, and they left. It's a skit. We just do this for entertainment, for money. It's not true.
They can't do that. They're not going to see it that way. I'm telling
Well,
you.
I hope not, because there's loopholes everywhere to everything. But
Yeah, but there's not no loopholes in that. And
absolutely not. But I'm saying that you have to say, hey, like I'm a police officer. Not I used to be, but like I'm a police officer. You have to portray yourself as an officer, and I'm sure that that's what he is doing in order to get all of this. And plus, listen, he is a very nice looking man, and them women are going to throw money at him. Men are going to throw money at him, gifts at him. But I'm sure that's right. Cosplay, they got their eyes on him.
Yeah.
But I won't hold you guys up. I just wanted to come up and let y'all know about, if he is doing this, it is a felony. So, maybe they'll bust his bubble here pretty soon. So
We appreciate you, and thank you once again for your service. Thank
You know, they got
very well.
their eyes on
You
him.
drop me down because
Have
I'm
you
not
know
even sure how to do this.
You didn't know nothing about this man.
We'll get you dropped down. Big James, thank
And
you.
now
We
you know
really
it all.
appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Get out, just
Okay. Well, I'm gonna jump out to no, they can't do that. I don't care if it's a money because
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct.
is going to be a bigger issue. So, oh yeah. So,
Yeah, that's why I said I believe the feds are looking into it. So,
yeah.
all right, Mary, you have yourself a lovely, lovely evening.
Y'all too. I'm going to keep watching for a while.
All right.
Thanks.
Get out.
And yeah, Dollar Diva. So I did see your comment. I wrote down that at name. So I appreciate it, Dollar Diva. Dollar Diva's even doing research.
Dollar Diva's always on it.
Yeah. And then, so I'm going to go back. Indiana says he has said on his live several times he is a cop. And then right above that, Just Me says Emery never says he is a police officer.
If he just does enough to where listen, I'm in no way taking up for him. I think his ass ought to be nailed to the wall. But it's what you can prove, right? It's what you can prove. And unfortunately here on the internet, like somebody said, you have cosplay. And so
yeah, but the thing about it is that vest that says police on it, no, you can't be doing that. You're basically on the internet, you're portraying yourself to be something that you no longer are. His best states police on the vest, and I have the video of it. That video was from this morning. He could have the vest, but he can't have that police insignia going across the front of his vest. He can't do that. Or am I wrong, SP?
I agree. I agree that if he's got enough on there to where it look that it's close enough to where somebody would immediately think that that's a police and that they are giving to a cause, like absolutely. I think when I look at it, I automatically think police. Shit, are you kidding me? I'm already packing my bags to get the hell out of town.
And I've been watching him for a little bit. And I've also seen where he has his pistol on him while he's wearing all that stuff. So, that goes, you see somebody with the police insignia on his vest. You see, he has a gun. He has, the whole nine. He has a walkie-talkie with the little radio piece that sits right here, on his shoulder. He has everything to make it look, impersonate a police officer. That's not cosplay. You have the walkie-talkie, you have all that stuff. You have a pistol, you have all that. Police going across, his vest. And then, when he does coffee with the cop in the morning, it is showing the video that I post.
So is that Savannah, a girlfriend of his or something? Somebody said that there's videos on her page about him, but I only see like her, like videos of her for him.
They say Sky.
Yeah.
Somebody named Sky.
Yeah, somebody, let me see what the account said again. They said the name was Jags.
Oh no, SP's videos. Because Dollar Diva is the one that was sending me that Jags mom 5 hours _ Savannah. Is that they're good friends, lady. And I guess people were over there talking about us over here talking about him. So
y'all quit running and telling tales. Telling me better take that uniform off.
Let me bring, oh, here's Dollar Diva. Dollar Diva is going to clarify some of what the Savannah or Jack's mom is.
Google says
Hey,
a
homie. Hey,
person
SP.
is a felony. Go ahead. Hi, Beauty. How are you?
Hey, SP.
What are you doing?
I went back to check out that information that I just sent. When you click on there, she's actually duetting with Shenanigans. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Shenanigans is the actual username that's exposing the scam.
Oh, shenanigans.
Yes.
That's what my chat calls us all the time, is shenanigans.
The username is Shenanigans. Because when you click on the username that I supplied a few moments ago, I know what you're talking
All
about.
y'all are all a bunch of scammers. All you do is you just beg for gifts because you think you're some kind of hot mess on the internet.
She's trying to say she's
Let's
not.
count y'all's pockets. What y'all do with y'all's money?
Thank you, Dollar Diva. And go ahead.
I just wanted to make sure that I clarified that information, because I shouldn't have put the one username in, because you wouldn't have, if you hadn't looked down at the bottom to see who the other person they were duetting with, you would have thought I was advocating.
Oh, no. You know what the crazy thing? They even invited this guy to Live Fest because he's such a, a big creator. They invited him over to Live Fest.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And, that's why I said a lot, I was watching that Dollar Diva said there's somebody else that is bringing awareness about him. But you have a blessed evening, bitch 6363. But there's other people that bring awareness that do not want to get anywhere near this guy, because the simple fact that he is a big creator, considered a big creator on TikTok. And for me,
something that y'all wish y'all could do. Y'all are not big creators.
Yesterday,
Y'all
I
don't
was
deserve
watching him.
anything that y'all
He wanted
receive.
500 bunny years.
Sorry.
I don't know how much bunny years are, but 500 bunny years, that's a lot of bunny years.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all try begging for them gifts.
All right, I'll jump down. I just wanted to just clear that information up.
Thank you, Dollar Diva.
You're welcome. I definitely don't want to spread misinformation, so just making sure I.
Beauty.
Thank you, SP. I appreciate
you.
She's such a beautiful lady.
Yes.
She is so beautiful.
And that's why, I stress it that a lot of people do not. Go ahead, SP.
I accidentally touched on this when I was looking at the shenanigans page.
And that's why, if other people that bring awareness don't want to touch the subject of this Dax Emery, I'm not scared to do it. He could come after me. That's fine. I don't care what connections he has. I know he's no longer a police officer. Thank you, Dollar Diva. We love Dollar Diva too. And we love SP. I'm not scared to bring awareness about him and what he's doing and what he's done. I'm not scared to do it.
So she said she's made phone calls and she's going to continue making phone calls, and other people should make phone calls because what he's doing is not right. He is not a police officer and he is impersonating one.
And I think that's why. Thank you, Aunt Lala. That's why it's important to bring awareness to what he's doing. I don't think that it's right. The whole best thing, and then he has a pew pew, He has the whole thing down to a T, like if he's still a police officer. And yeah, see something, do something. And I'm going to bring awareness to what he's doing. And when the cat able to email him everything that I have and send it to him. And then if I have to reach out to the South Carolina Bureau of Investigations, I'll do that. If I have
It's
to.
SLED. It's SLED. Yeah, South
whatever.
Carolina Law Enforcement Division.
The Justice Department. I'll do that too. I'm going to take every step necessary to make sure that we bring awareness to what he's doing. Yeah, so I wrote down SLED. I apologize. Whatever. All I have to do is pop it in a Google search and find out which agency. I'll go as far as reaching out to the Justice Department.
Mexican homie, you're saying that word wrong
because what he's doing is wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
And so that's what I wanted to bring awareness to this guy. And I know that he's going to come after me hard, but it's okay. I'm always up for a challenge.
There you go.
So that covers Mr.
You can
Dax
tell
Emery.
it's not enjoying
I
himself.
apologize to the people that actually serve our communities, the ones that are actually police officers, the people that serve in the military. Yeah, there's pictures on his page with all his stuff on. Yes. Search I am Emery Scam Shenanigans page. Thank you, Dollar Diva. I have family in law enforcement. They lay their life on the line every day. It's not right. It's not, Melissa.
It's disgusting is what it is.
It is. And that's why I want to thank everybody that serves our communities. Police officers, EMTs, firefighters, military, everybody that serves, the wonderful country that we live in.
Did you see what somebody said? Said maybe
No.
that's the Emery Chris was looking for when he had his breakdown. What are we going to do with y'all?
They run amok, SP. They run amok.
They do.
So I do want to thank everybody that serves the community and this wonderful country that we live in, because Mr. Dax Emery, that is portraying to be something that he no longer is wrong on so many levels that we have to continue to do this. So I'll care less. All right, let's get into the main event. Let's get into the main event. Mr. Campfire Chris, here we come. You're next.
Oh, such a grand performance. Such a grand performance he's been putting on. Makes me sick. He don't know whether he's upset with Nikki or whether he's okay with her now. I know one thing.
Thank you, Dollar Diva.
That number one, he ain't got nobody new. Okay, he ain't got nobody new. If his enablers want to keep a grown ass man up, what are we to do? What are we to do?
Your enablers are keeping you up.
And like I played
what are we
one video
supposed to do?
That right there was where that letter was spawned from, because everything that was said in it, Lester has said before. Get up here, Lou.
The only reason why these people are following you and think that you're speaking the truth is because they're easily manipulated, and you know they are. And that's why you do what you're doing.
Broken heart that's taking him back and forth to the clinic.
Oh, SP muted herself.
She's
We'll
probably,
wait for SP
she's
to
probably
come right
watching my
back.
YouTube stream right now.
After this
That's the reason
small
why
commercial
she's
break, please enjoy the
right.
violin music. For the small.
Hey, did y'all see? Got him some firewood.
A big pile, huh?
Yeah.
Speaking of firewood, where's your house and where's your firewood? Why are you worried about a grown man and what he's doing with his life?
And that moderator
I
of his
know
that
what you're looking
Jess,
at. You looking at his corn cob?
All you got to do is tell him that you can take me down and he'll mod you.
Ah.
Yeah, this is the second account of people who has told him, I can take SP down. I can take her YouTube down. I can get it taken down.
I bet you want him to take you down.
They act like they're the first ones who's ever come for me. They're not even the 10th ones who's come for me.
And they're going to try to take you down.
Yeah, and I don't know where they're going to. Are they going to take me down to Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty? Is that where they're going to take me?
They're going to try to take down every account you have.
They already said that the only way I can go live is in people's boxes.
No, what I said was the only time you go live to talk crap about people is you go in other people's boxes and other people's lives because you're too scared to do it yourself.
That's exactly what it means.
And if you worked for a company, wouldn't you want to know the ins and outs of that company?
Exactly.
So why wouldn't he know that? He works for TikTok. So why wouldn't he know that if I can go into somebody's box, I can go live on my own?
He's not, he didn't go through the employee manual, I guess.
That's because he knows that he can lie to them and they believe anything that comes out of his mouth.
And everybody knows that you can lie to them and they'll believe everything that comes out of your mouth.
He don't even have to tell the truth. He can just say whatever comes to mind and they're like, oh yeah, that sounds good. That's right. That's about right.
As BZ says, employee manual, he wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, Jess, his new mod that's gonna take me down. She told that one lady, don't send roses, send something big or leave. And
there you go, try begging for gifts. You better start giving gifts.
And he modded her because she said that she can take my YouTube down. And listen, YouTube is an American-owned company. It's not as easy as TikTok to take down. They believe in your First Amendment rights. I'm doing nothing wrong. Listen, if I was doing something wrong, they jerk accounts every day. They jerk YouTube accounts every day for people who is actually doing things wrong. I don't do anything wrong over there. I mean,
You do everything wrong, SP. You go real life with people, and then you act like you don't. And then even if we put proof out there,
because
people are so manipulative, and they done read everything that you said and take it to heart, and they believe you. And so when you put the other information out there for them to see in black and white, they don't believe you because you know that they were all scammed before. So they're easily manipulated.
Back over to his comments.
So there you go.
They're the ones who start up the trouble. They're the ones who cause the conflict and messaging people.
But that's, you know, they won't take accountability for that.
You take accountability for what you're doing, SP. We're trying to make other people take accountability for what they're doing. You need to start paying attention to your own self and quit worrying about everybody else. Take accountability for you.
And I was a son of a bitch if 2 days later a page wasn't made and it's got videos of me and Kyle on there, videos of me and Miss Amy on there, And they got a video of him that says, "Does this look strange?" or something like that. But this account has been going into box battles, has been gifting Hippie Harley, and has been reaching out to people to send money.
Who cares what another account's doing?
Ah,
Why are you worried about an account in other people's pockets?
Two
Why
and
not
two
count
four to me.
yours?
yeah, it's four to me also, but you know,
Just like somebody in his chat was like, "Oh, you should write her a letter." The next day, there's a letter there.
It's that you know you wrote those
that's why
letters.
you know,
You try to make
you
it
know
look
that
like
everything
you
he
did.
says
Either
is
you did
a
or your
complete
mom.
fabrication. Somebody
Go
was
on
mentioning
writing
in the
those letters and sending them to people.
comments that the wood,
No one has any problems until
firewood
you
guy
start
told him
streaming
90,
them
and
and
he said it
claiming
was
that they
100.
are scammers.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they get all this stuff coming into them
He
because
cannot
you
keep
dox
his
their
life
address
straight
to your
and
mods
save
and they just send it off
his
to everybody
life.
else.
That's because he don't remember them. Most of the time when he says them, he's high as a hell. And he just he goes back and watches his live streams to keep up with the lives. I bet you he does have a notebook.
That's why
you
we're
he
going to
does,
keep on doing what we're doing
because
over here.
that way he could
Keeping up with your
try to
lives.
keep up with the
We're going to stream
script, as
you
we
all the time.
call
I
it.
hope you're happy. Smile
Yeah, he
for the
don't talk about
camera.
his mama anymore. That's right, Terry. That's right. Brokenhearted had kept on him to go check his mail Sunday. And I wonder why. Because she lives in the area it was postmarked in. And we done seen she don't mind lying for Chris.
Chris is that's the one you have to fight. That's the one you have to fight as
And
people.
just remember,
Your
and
future.
when you figure this out,
I
you
know,
had it wrong the first time.
trying to
It
take my
wasn't who you
man.
thought it was that was
I'm not
streaming you on
gonna send
YouTube.
it.
It was me.
That woman that take
You
my
were
man
you were
just 'cause she got a
doing
truck
nothing
don't
but
mean
spreading
nothing.
false information.
He's just using her for her truck right now. I wonder how many bags they've gone through. And let me tell you something. He's the one who said it.
And let me tell you something. You better give them an apology too for proving that they were not the ones that were doing the YouTube. Here you go, Miss Antonia.
Hey, you need a ride.
We all know people laugh like that for real.
Oh, SP, you're a lot. How many bags he's been through? God Almighty.
I'm telling you, how do you say that about a woman? Like,
how do you say the things you say about men? Like you act like you hate men.
You can tell
but
that's
yet,
how he spoke around those children.
It's okay for a woman to talk nasty and filthy.
You know, because you got to
It's not
remember
okay
the
for a
confinement
man.
of that
They are
small
expected
camper.
to talk like
When
that.
they did have
Like, come on.
sexy time, where did they have it at? Because he gave the little girl the bedroom.
Quit bringing the little girls and the other children in on your stuff. That is totally filthy and nasty.
Wow,
For you to
that's
make
a very good question. Unless they
these
went
people
over
are
to
harming their
near the
children.
showers.
Show the
I
proof.
don't.
Show
I
the
highly
proof. Are you
doubt
looking in
that.
the windows?
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that he had plenty of time and opportunity. You know, listen, I don't, you know, I'm not a man, so I can't speak of them.
What's all that sound in the background,
I bet
SP?
you $100 that
What you rolling in the
Miss Homie,
background?
if
That
you
don't
know
sound
when
like
she
you're
wants to
rolling
take her a
something.
nice relaxing bath, she wants to take it right then. She don't want to take it after she's done a boiled 5 pots of water.
No, when she wants to take a bath, we live in a nice size house. We have actually two
Again,
full bathrooms.
why are you bringing Mexican
And
home
she could,
children in
at
on
her
the
leisure,
conversation?
turn on the
Yeah,
water,
children.
and she's got plenty
That's sick.
of water there to shower or bathe whenever she wants.
And Chris said, well, all you do is put heat to water and you've got hot water. Listen, it's a little different when when you want to just go lay in the tub and run the bath water and just, but he's like, oh, she can boil water.
Good evening, Philly.
Hi there. How is everyone?
No more excuses. How do you know that? Hi, Philly. How are you?
I'm good. And this is what I wanted to comment on. After 35 years experience, there is something wrong with Chris. Chris is sick. He has I don't know if he's losing weight, but he's losing muscle mass. And I was looking back in videos today where he is in the camper in a white tank top, probably a year ago. And then today, when he was sitting out there in a white tank top, they don't even look like the same arms.
No.
And his stomach is protruding on the bottom and sucking in on the top around his rib cage. He's sick. There's
other things that can cause you to lose weight besides just taking drugs. I'm not saying that Chris is not on drugs.
Pale.
But I know being a diabetic and not knowing you're a diabetic can cause you to lose weight. There's other medical conditions that can cause you to lose weight.
Been saying that.
Make sure you have proof.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that he's sick.
Yeah.
That his color don't look good. Something's wrong. And
yeah,
he put
it
off
was
his
really
colonoscopy.
noticeable today.
So I don't know, but I agree. I agree 100%. He is, I believe he's sick somehow. And I do worry about him. At the end of the day, he's still a human being, and he's still a human being. He might be a trash human being, but he's still a human being.
You're exactly right. And there is
probably extremely depressed because you keep attacking him.
Not right. And
you
it could
don't leave
be
the man alone. You're killing him.
Easy fix. It could be a long time fix, but it needs looked at because he's not well.
No.
He's not well. And I'm blocked on everything, so I can't even go in there on a serious side or send him a message. I could probably email him, but he wouldn't pay that any attention anyway.
No.
But he's not well, and I don't know if one of his close people can get in there and just mention to him.
What's all that sound in the background, Miss T? What are you doing? Why are you hiding your face?
Yeah, we will find out something's wrong with him.
Yeah, I agree. Something's wrong. I've been saying he hasn't looked well.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And he looked really bad today when he turned his face to the side, the whole jawbone, he just doesn't, something's just not right there.
And listen, he can say, oh yeah, I haven't had an appetite. I haven't, but that's not true. That's not true. We see him eating all the time.
You're exactly right. And all of that carnation sweet milk, that
all
should
that
be
sugar.
Yes, and he's putting it in his coffee. All that stuff should fatten him up tremendously because he really doesn't burn that much energy.
Absolutely not.
Fire, but he should be putting on a few pounds with all that key lime pie.
We were just talking about this in here last night.
Oh, were you? I missed last night because I was babysitting.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought it back up. The fact that he hasn't looked well. He hasn't looked well for a while. At times he looks real yellow. His eyes look real yellow at times. He's eating all this sugar. He said that he could eat one pie.
So there's
a lot of
key line thing they're talking about. All the sugar that he's eating.
It's all sugar.
You could be a diabetic, regardless of how big you are. Small,
he
large,
doesn't look well. He absolutely does not look well.
You can get diabetes.
And
so
I wish somebody. It looks
and other
like his
medical
mom.
conditions again. So y'all are
But,
dietitians and
you know,
doctors now.
we can only do so much when our children are adults. So I don't want to lay it at her feet either.
And I don't understand it's like, are you not feeling well, Chris? Why don't you go let your mom take care of you? Chris, call your mom. She'll bring you some da-da-da. Chris, does your mother know you're not feeling well today? You need to go to your mom's and rest. She'll take care of you. What is that? Who tells a 47-year-old man repeatedly to go have his mom take care of him?
Yeah,
that makes no sense to me.
That's crazy. It's not his mom's responsibility.
No, and that's tremendous.
The last time he
It's
went
gotta
to
be
his
tremendous
mother's,
pressure on her
SP, you ragged him so bad
to
on
feel
your
like he has
YouTube
to
channel
watch his
that he
antics
needed
all
to
the
leave his
time.
mom's house.
But anyway, I'm gonna jump
But
now,
anyways,
so
I'm
kick
just
me
saying,
out. But
All right,
that's
we
all I wanted to
appreciate you,
say
beautiful.
riding him.
was
He's not getting any.
he is
He's
not
not getting
well.
any bigger.
That's all I
You
wanted
brought
to
your
say.
awareness on him.
I
Leave the man
agree.
alone.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right,
Have
bye,
a blessed
sweetheart.
evening.
Bye, homie.
You have a blessed evening, Billy.
You
Get
too.
out.
Bye.
I don't think
Why
she.
is she still here? This is awkward now.
Oh no,
This is awkward now after you already said get out. I said get out.
Usually after I say get out, they're just leaving. And here she's still like lingering around. I'm like, oh Lord.
It's like when you
beat up.
It's like when you tell the pup, get out, go handle your business, and the pup just looks at you like, huh? I said get out.
Yeah, I always try to tell Lulu, find your spot. Find your spot.
Okay, 954.
Well,
All y'all that are watching my YouTube channel.
Well, the good thing I just tell my dogs, they know we have one that's just a crybaby, and he screams like if
He says mama.
he does not say mama. He screams like screams like a lady that's screaming outdoors that is in dire trouble.
Just say mama.
It just drives me up the wall because even the neighbors are already like, your dog is out of control, and I was like, oh my God, don't call animal control, they're well fed.
Don't call the animal warden. Some people will. Like,
yeah, we've had animal control called on us. I believe like 7-8 times already because there's always complaints about you get new neighbors and
neighbors are the worst.
Yeah, well, you get a bunch of row homes, and that's
I know for a fact
because once
that in Hispanic culture,
one house used to sit, they
use their dogs like yard ornaments.
I'm like, oh God!
So it's probably
I used to
really
have
not
one neighbor,
taking
now
care
I
of
got
those dogs.
8 new neighbors on the same piece of property.
Oh, Jesus, take me.
That's what happens when you live in a city. That's why we're gonna get ready to move to a ranch and get out of the city.
What? Hoosier fan? What is Hoosier fan saying about Hep C?
Hep C can only be contracted from blood. Nikki should know and needs to check the kids if so.
Yeah, I felt like that there was more to that comment. Somebody asked, what's an SP?
There's always more to that comment, SP, when it comes to
Vet
you.
Tech said, what's an
You got to make yourself center of attention.
What's an SP? Southern Pride. They're all like, what is Southern Pride and the Mexican home you have in common? We bring awareness.
All gorgeous and stuff. I guess she got elevated enough to get on camera now because it gives her anxiety.
It says a queen will always gain into power.
Nice. I like that. You made that?
Yeah, and you see my britches, I made them too. They match.
Yeah, where are the
When you
t-shirts
said, when you were
promised
saying
people
britches
that you
before,
never came?
I thought that it was the tarantarans. When you said britches, I thought, I was like, why are you talking? And then people are like, what? Yeah, and then people are like, what's a tarantaran? Well, you know, your undergarments.
No, your britches. Your britches.
Well, you got to remember, I'm Mexican, SB. I think of britches, I'm like the tarantarans. So I was all like, undergarments? Why is she always talking about undergarments? No, Diane, we don't call them britches. We just call them pants or.
If you turn, if you zoom
We
in,
call
No,
you
I'm
can see that she
like,
can barely keep her
is she
eyes
talking
open.
about the undergarments? Oh my
Elevated.
God.
I know when homie says bloomers, he's talking about mushrooms. When we talk about bloomers, we're talking about drawers.
That's what you were talking. I thought when you said britches, you were talking about drawers. Yeah, there you go, Ishira, los calzones. I thought she was talking about los calzones. I was all like, why is she always talking about her calzones? I was all like, she's customizing them now. I was all like, what is going on?
Yeah, but back to what's her name? What
Philly
dang, was saying about the contracting Hep
Pepsi.
C. Listen, I don't think that Chris is a intravenous user. I don't think he ever has been. I think things like that scare him, just like me. I've never scares me. And I believe he's the same way. I think that we railed it and we eat them, and I don't think and that's how you contract, you know, Hep C is through the blood. So if he's not sharing hypodermics, then and I don't believe he's uses needles. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Says you can get it from body fluid, though.
You
That's a Hoosier
you
fans.
get it from blood.
You can get it from doing the da-da-dum.
Oh, I thought that blood had to be like.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. I
There
I
he
don't know
goes
what that. I
again,
always tried to be
trying to be a
something.
doctor when she's not one.
I don't know
She's
much
an
about
Got a
it.
expert.
tattoo. Yeah, that's
Did
blood.
she go to
That's
school for
blood.
this stuff? No. She has the seventh
And you
grade
should have a
education.
dirty needle using somebody, not only blood. Yeah. See, I need to I'm a firm believer and you should learn something new every day. And I find that if you find a teachable moment, you should take that. Just like right now, I don't know anything
You say he's on drugs.
about Hep
Prove that
C.
he
I
is.
know it's a blood
Where's the drug test that
infection,
proves that
right?
he's on drugs,
And
SP?
I didn't even know that you could get it from doing that.
We have your drug test. We
Um,
show that you
Hoosier
tested
fan,
positive, and you try to make it
Hoosier
seem
fan
like it was
said,
going to show a false positive.
I don't
It
even know if
doesn't
I want to
show a
say
false
that.
positive.
I'm like, I don't even know if I want to say that. Hoosier fan said can be jizz as well. I didn't even want to say that. So Hoosier fan said can be. Don't say it laugh out loud. Hoosier fan said, oh, SP barely putting the piece back in. Hoosier fan said that it could be from jizz as well. I didn't want to say it. I was like, I don't want to say it.
Well, this live went
Yeah,
left.
and all he does is build a fire and sit and read comments, not even talk sometimes for 30 minutes. Let me find the rest of that because I feel like you got another part of a comment somewhere too, Vet Tech. So you come looking for me because you kick it over at Chris's. So listen, I have absolutely no problem with him sitting by the fire, getting his gifts. money off of his subscribers.
You've always had problems with him
Nobody
getting
ever heard me
gifts.
say I have a problem with that. I have no problem with that. I can only speak for myself. I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is when he goes outside this app with Cash Apps, PayPals, Venmos. He don't care that whether his children have money or not, as long as
You
he's
put your
got
Cash App out there on TikTok.
Tommy Hawk steaks.
You've gotten people to
and
send you
everything.
Cash Apps.
So
And
if you think that
they
it
sent
has
you
to
a
do
lot
with his
of money.
platform and the gifts
We
he
don't want to
gets,
talk about that now, do we?
then yeah, you haven't been paying attention, because that's not what it's about at all. It's about that because there's a lot of people that hell, this is their job. They've got 1,000 subscribers.
Just like
They've
you.
got
You got 1,000 subscribers.
10,000
For what?
diamonds, 20,000,
You don't
40,000,
have
80,000
content.
diamonds a day.
You're not a content creator.
They can afford to do that. But when you can't afford to do that, when you cannot self-sustain off of what you make in your gifts and your subscribers, and you start pulling at people's
So
heartstrings
you're
by saying things
self-sustaining
like,
on your subscribers and your gifts?
I don't know how I'm going to buy groceries. It's always something. I didn't make a lot of money. I've just been really depressed. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I just don't, I don't have that as my content. And if I don't have that content, then I just don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just don't. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to pay my child support, or I'm going to go to jail. And these trolls want me not to pay my child support. They want
Okay,
to see
so
me
you've
in
tried
jail.
begged.
And so, I've got to stay on
Remember when
here,
your
and I've
daughter was
got
in
to
the
do
wreck and
this.
you
I
said, I've
can't
got
go
to go
get a
pawn
real
these
job.
rings,
I
y'all.
can't go
Go
get a
go pawn
regular
these
9
rings.
to 5
And then
job
your
like
whole
everybody else.
community got together.
But I've
Oh,
got
we
to
can't
do
let you
this,
lose your
because if I
ring.
take things from
So they
doing
got
this
you
and I
a
lose
Cash App and sent you money.
those 2 weeks until I get a paycheck, and then I can self-sustain on my own. But that's not neither here nor there. What's neither here nor there is Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo is in the bio. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's the problem. That's the problem. And people who are lonely, people that feel like
But
that they
you
are in the
don't have a
business of
problem when you
saving
do it.
people,
It's perfectly fine.
give this man money.
You
Those
didn't do it
ladies
on
that do
TikTok, but you
social
did it on
media.
YouTube.
There's people that say, hey, Chris, on the 3rd, when I get my check, I got you. Hey, Chris, Friday, when I get my check, I got you. If you have to wait
Oh, I
on
was
a
one of
payday
those. I
to be
have to
able to send
wait.
somebody
I have
money,
to wait.
you don't have the money to send them.
I could
And
help
I'm
that
not
speed, but
saying
I
that
had
to
to
be
wait.
mean, and I'm not saying that
But
to
I
be
still
ugly,
helped.
to take care of yourself first, because then you're going to be no good to anybody else. But if you're out here steady helping other people and you're suffocating, because we do know that there is people who has sent him their last and has done without. We do know that there's people that has given him so much. And listen, I said this the other day. I was
You
looking
have
back on somebody. I'm
destroyed
not going to say who it was.
families.
It's not anybody on the app
You've
that I was
destroyed
sending money to.
families, and you're proud of
And
that.
I was thinking, when they would message me, hey, you got $50, I send it. Hey, you got $15, I'd send it. Hey, you got $20, I'd send it. The other day, I went back and looked at the total and was shocked, literally shocked that I had sent this
I am
much
shocked
money
people
to
actually
this
believe
person.
everything that comes out your mouth.
Because if it's coming out in 10 here, 15 here, 20 here, 50 here, you're not really thinking of it. But once you sit down and look at the numbers, mind-boggling. Do you know that there's one lady sent one person $16,000 on here?
Are you jealous because you didn't get
Somebody else
$16,000 from one person?
$10,000 on here.
Isn't it what you said that it only takes one
The numbers
person
go on and
to
on and on.
sustain you
Some
on
of these people
TikTok?
cannot afford this.
What about all your
Some of
mods
these
and
people
all the
are
money that
putting
they
back
send you?
loaves of
You
bread
Changing for
and,
your
and,
little
and,
habits.
and pulling out things like, a cheaper rate for that. They're putting back the meat that they usually buy to get the cheaper cut because they can't afford it because it's
Are
because
you in their
they
house?
just didn't want
Do you see
to
what their grocery
so
bill
I
is?
have
Do you know what they buy?
oh, shit. Get it.
That's very true. It's more about the dry bagging than what it, anything else. It's, if he could self-sustain on doing battles and not dry bagging, if he could self-sustain on,
All I have
stuff
with
of
him
that
doing
nature
battles
without
is
dry
helping
bagging,
people he's
that's a whole
even
different
battling.
scenario.
So
That's way
that's a lie.
different from him talking about I had to pay this $400 and something towards my phone, and now I'm broke.
Did you
And then
see all that pizza that was ordered tonight? Never.
they were just meant.
Have you ever seen him order his kids any pizza?
No.
He had so many boxes of pizza.
And that's the thing, Rudy says, homie, I'm just trying to get $88 and you won't see me until next week. Rudy, you're not getting $88. You're not getting. You're not. And so that's the difference. If he could self-sustain off of battles without dry bagging, that's a different story. But he won't be able. I don't think he'll be able to do it. I don't see it.
Me neither, because he's losing people.
He is, because
if you want him to succeed, leave him alone. At the end of the
day, a lot of people are seeing his true colors. And for the new people that support him, the new enablers, the new ones that come across his live stream, they enjoy watching the fire. I always say, if you want to watch a fire, why don't you go to your backyard, go like to Home Depot, Lowe's, buy you one of them little fire pits.
Some people can't have a fire pit. They can't afford it.
Why stare at a phone or an iPad
Next year,
or a computer
send you money, but
and see a little fire?
that.
Pull out
You
a
don't even
lawn
do
chair
content.
into your backyard and enjoy a nice peaceful fire that you've created. Yeah, you could watch a fire on YouTube for free. That's right. You're right, SPZ. So I know I seen that vet, or the vet guy mentioning that he couldn't believe he was calling himself a content creator. Building a fire, I mean, some people find it appealing. I just don't. There's a lot of people that have fireplaces. If you have the fireplace in your home, it's as easy as firing that thing right up, and you have a fire inside your home. You don't even have to go outside.
Yeah, I think what it is, it's the whole ambiance of it. Like, you've got nature, you can hear the wind, you can hear the birds, you can.
That would be his content. His content is sitting outside, letting people listen to nature. It's just like the people doing the AMSR.
Relaxing if I was in my own yard having it. Nature, I can relax to nature. But everything that comes with it, the poor pitiful me, the I'm a victim, the always laying the blame.
And you will be playing victim tomorrow once you see this YouTube.
All the other stuff that he does. Like, yeah, that right there ruins it for me. But there's a lot of people that say, and listen, we don't know what people's struggles are. Maybe that's what they need. And I have no.
You want to talk about how long people have been on live? You have been on this live for 2 hours and 24 minutes. And you will stay on this live for another 5 hours.
And that's why.
And you talk about
SP brings awareness to what he's doing. That's why we discuss.
You have an obsession.
We call him the main event right here.
These men.
We call him the main event because a lot of
Why
people
are you
like, "What are you
obsessed
going to talk
with
about,
these
Chris?"
men?
Pretty soon, I'm going to have to find like those boxer announcers. I'm going to have to go hire one off the street, and then bring him in so he could do the main announcement, and then for the main event, and then go ding ding, and then it's time to cover Chris.
But I hope one day soon that we don't have to cover Chris, because I hope Chris, and he's 47 years old. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? But you can, if they're willing to learn the new tricks. And listen, I think that Chris's addiction and where he still wants to sit in it is going to be his biggest downfall. And scared. I'm scared that the people that support him to spite us, like, they literally probably don't even like him, but they support him to spite us, to spite me. I can only me. And I find that utterly disgusting. But I think that Chris is sick. I think he's sick. I think that, and I hope that
And I
if
think
he
you're
is
sick in the head.
really sick, that he can find peace in his life and try to make some amends, because we ain't promised tomorrow. And he's still got children. He's got a son that he does see rarely, but he does see him, and his son respects
Where's your
him
children?
by the way he speaks
Where's
to
your
him.
9
Yes,
kids?
sir. No, sir.
You don't
He's
see?
got 2 small children
You got
that
9
lived their whole
kids.
life with him. And if something was to happen to him, it would be devastating for them. And it looks like the people that say, I'm your friend, Chris,
You have
would
obsessed
be
too
the
much
ones
about this
to
man.
try
You're
to
driving
spite him.
him insane. And you're
Yeah,
proud of it.
but we'll say this every day. We'll say this every night. We'll can sometimes I feel like I'm a broken record when I say fail. We want to see him succeed, and then people will probably say, "You sound like a broken record." Well, we have to keep
Don't want
putting
him
it
to
out there so
succeed.
people
We are
understand that we
going
want to
after
see him
his
succeed.
so-called content on
Absolutely.
TikTok.
Because you never know when one of his supporters sneaks in the doorway and is just listening in while we want to see
If
him
you take away
succeed.
his
We don't want to see him
supporters
fail.
from TikTok,
We
yeah,
want
I
him
get
to do
it.
better
He
for
begged.
himself and do the right
If he
thing.
wasn't
to
begging, it'd
drive
be
it.
different. But don't take away his
Like I
supporters.
said, if he was
Let him
able to
figure
self-sustain on
out what he's
battles
doing on here on.
and stuff of that nature, that's one thing. Or just getting gifts off of TikTok while he's doing his little campfire. But dry begging, that's where we have to bring awareness and step in.
That's right.
Okay.
Never
But
too late.
speaking
for
dry
God. You
beg, that's
got that
perfectly
right.
fine. No one had to step in on that.
And we'll continue it.
And that's why I'm doing
I believe
what I'm doing, and I'll continue to do it.
I
I told
believe
you I will
that
do
my
it, and I will continue to stream you.
draw that Thursday night was to have him trespass, to force him. But he gave them a good scare, and they forgot all about the boundaries they set up for him. So,
well, we'll have to continue spreading awareness and bringing awareness.
what do you disagree? What do you disagree with, Joe?
Oh, somebody's fixing to get blocked. You can't disagree with what SP says.
I'm not sure.
I respect your opinion, though. I respect your opinion. I enjoy you. I enjoy you coming into my lives and stuff like that. I just
the battle's the biggest scam on the net.
Respect your opinion.
But that's what. Yeah, listen. I'm not down for no battles. I'm not down.
Yeah, you are. You used to battle me.
He said it
You
when
used to go and battle other people, and you battled people's own family members when you came to spread awareness. There's proof of that.
Listen, I'm with you on that. But I'm saying that, TikTok puts that option out here to do that. And so if the option is there to do that, and then you know, I just don't want him off of the app, conning people out of their money that way. Listen, I know. Don't even get me started on these battles. Don't get me started because listen, I know all you have to do, say you got 500 coins and they're in a battle, right? They're in a literal battle and you keep pushing the hand hearts. You can only send 5 because you only got 500. 500's gone. You hit it again. And if your credit card's attached and that thing pops up and you're in the heat of the battle and you hit go ahead, they're charging you 30% more when you buy it off
Cat,
that
here
little box
you
down there
are
that off
not
of
saying the
TikTok
truth on
YouTube.
that. If
Okay, with that
you have
being
a
said,
credit card
you can
or your
literally
cards
spend
attached
$500
to
like
TikTok
that
and
and not
asks
even
if
know
you
it.
want to do it again,
Yeah,
and you do
I
it,
agree with that,
do it
Joe.
wrong.
Joe,
Don't,
I
you don't
agree there.
confirm it.
I
So you're
agree.
lying.
I don't do
agree.
battles either. You
I
never seen
battle
me
Miss
do a battle.
Amy and I battle Kyle, and
Yeah.
I don't want people sending me gifts during those battles because
No, because you get them when you don't
I don't
battle.
care to battle.
Why would
Yeah.
you need them when you battle? Because you get gifts when you don't
Well,
battle. When you
I was
don't
stuck
even
with
have
that one guy. I don't
content.
know
You're
if you
not
remember. He
content
was trying to
creator.
battle. They say he kept his finger on the battle button.
He's like, will you stop? I'm trying to get out of
This guy just one. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I was like, no, I don't battle nobody myself. I don't know.
Absolutely not. I don't like battling. I don't feel like I feel wrong.
You're lying.
Because
Any problem battling in October when you were playing like you were Brady?
we got to help her win. We got to help her win. And I don't ever want anybody to feel like that. Never. Absolutely never. Because you know, I appreciate y'all. I would never want y'all to think that you have to spend your money in the least bit.
No, but you want to subscribe to your channel.
And
subscribe.
you know, a prime example, because I know a lot of people don't like battles. Mr. Marty decided I'm going to start yesterday. Well, that battle didn't go too well for him. He got pissed off and he quit battling people all within a matter of hours.
Oh my!
And don't forget, you got them trained, so every time they say, "I'm sending your ticket," they send you more gifts. So yeah, you got your people trained. They
I don't know. I'm
really
not a battle
well.
kind of guy. I'll just,
everything you need is speed.
I'll give
You know,
up
your
midway
listeners
through the
don't work.
battle and be like, you know what? I'm ending this shenanigans. I'm out of here.
I never know. I never know if I never know what's going on. I never know if we're still in the battle. I forget to thank people.
You never know what's going on. Why? Why? You know what's going on in other people's rooms, other people's battles.
We see a lot
Can't
of
figure out
people
what's going on in
battling
your own.
TikTok. You know, big creators make.
They make thousands.
Yeah. And I'd say when Marty
you're
was
making
gonna,
thousands too.
you know,
You're
his
making
bright idea
thousands.
was I'm going to battle because he kept saying that he needs to make money for his family, which is understandable. You know, if that's what his thought process is, okay. But he lasted, you know, a couple, maybe 1 or 2 battles, and he said, you know what, I'm not doing this. He was not. We refused to let him win. I mean, you got to remember, battles, you could go to either side. Either side,
50K, you know, in 1 week.
Oh, that's 50,000. That's a down payment for a house. That's a down payment for
and
a
this
house.
thing you want that.
That's 3 fixer-uppers.
You want that. You and all your
I mean, depending where. Good evening here for this BS. I mean, that's depending on where you get them, what area you get them. You're right. You know, 50,000 a week. That's a lot. And they say so. They say this Dax Emery, he makes a lot on TikTok.
Why?
Oh, I believe it.
Are you counting other people's pockets? Mind your
He's gonna
business.
have a lot of women who are going to bail him out, get him a lawyer, take care of him. Listen,
if somebody wants to take care of somebody, let them take care of them. That's none of your business.
It's unfortunate, and like I said, when you ask for so many, because there's those special gifts on
Why are
TikTok
you
right
chewing on
now
the side
for
of your lip?
Easter.
Why are you chewing on the side of your cheek?
There were some that
Why
were
can't you be
valued at
still?
20,000 coins, and just high coin values. And I was all like, I hope this guy does not ask for these high.
Isn't that what you said other people do when they're on drugs and when they're high?
That was
listen, a
They had
lion,
that Joker
if you
smile. I
buy a
think I just
lion
saw it.
on the app, it costs, I think, right at $400. If you buy it off the app,
You know
it costs
exactly how much it is,
$374.
SP, because you've been studying it.
That's a lot of money.
Are
And you
sitting
only get
there
174.
conditioning your
TikTok gets the
people
rest of
to
it.
go buy
How
gifts.
much were people saying bunny ears are worth?
The bunny ears are they're 300 diamonds, if I'm not mistaken. And that cost us $3.30 to send. And you get half of that. Good one. You was sent a second. So a Ferris wheel is
I can't
$3,000
imagine the smell on that little bitty camera
diamonds, which is
as much smoke.
$30.30. TikTok gets the rest. Now, if they buy it from down here in this little box, it's going to cost
Look at you conditioning folks. I'm so proud of you. You're conditioning folks how to buy gifts for you.
And
Wow.
over at TikTok Recharge, it's going to cost them $30.30.
Holly said, "Holy cow, $30! Don't worry, everybody. When I received the Ferris wheel, we all know that I recycle everything, and I'm gonna take a screenshot of TikTok continuously sending me messages to add a PayPal to get paid out. I'll take a screenshot because they send me a reminder every day. That way, people know I'm not.
Yeah, where's your
Accepting
screenshot? If you don't have your
payment,
PayPal
through TikTok or the gifts that I get. I recycle everything I get. Everything gets put back into the community.
So, a galaxy, okay? A galaxy is $10.
You say you don't make any money on TikTok, so I guess you don't have your PayPal connected.
So
Let's see it.
You get 5. I've got it on my thing every night. I know.
She don't know nothing about TikTok or how it works.
And it is.
She knows how them gifts work.
It's not half if you're paying $45 for something that costs $30. It's not half. By no means it's half. But if you bought your gift from TikTok Recharge, it's half. If you bought it from this box, then of course TikTok gets, I think, like 70 some percent of it.
Yeah, they say like 60%. They were saying like something about 60% that TikTok gets. So
yeah, and that's if it's bought from the box down there. Like somebody who does not have their card attached to this box, attached to the TikTok, if you go look at one of the gifts, like the Ferris wheel, and just
you're really educating people. You're convincing them. I'm so proud of you. Look at you and your. I'm not bad.
Already in there, and I don't think it'll let me. It'll give me an accurate amount as to what I need to.
Oh, don't mess your stuff up over there, SP. Don't mess up your stuff. Find out that you end up sending it.
So it's going to cost me. With the coins I've already got now, mind you, I've got 762 coins already in here. So it's for 2,905 diamonds. It's going to cost you $43.99 from this box down here. Now, if you go over to TikTok Recharge, that $29.05 in diamonds, which is 2,905 diamonds, is going to cost you $30.30. It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's a, what, $14 difference.
you have a blessed night and a good night. And I want to thank for saying that, I deserve, to get paid, through the gifts and SP. Like I said, I like to recycle I just like to recycle to when I go into other live streams, I like to recycle them. I never want to get paid for bringing awareness. I never want to, receive anything monetary for myself. What I want to do is continue. You have a blessed night, May. I do this because, as I always say, right is right, wrong is wrong. So I bring awareness, and I'll continue to do it. My money comes from my businesses, and whatever. That's why I always say, whatever I get gifted goes right back into the community, because I want to.
Look how much smoke she's got in the last trailer. Like, where's your house at?
I don't know if that's what you want to say.
Where's your house at?
I like to spread the love. People give me, and I want.
That's me too. That's I like.
You don't give back to nobody. Show how many gifts you've given back. Show me gifts you've been giving back. And then show how much money you've earned.
How many?
And we'll see how much you give back.
You have to put the minimum to $1.
You have a blessed evening, Sharon.
Good night, beauty. See, Mexican homie and SP, you both work extremely hard. Thank you, Holly. We don't just sit and build a fire.
I was about to start building fires, although. I don't think my neighbors will like it, but I was going to start. Everybody, for everybody that I saw y'all had some drama pop up in here tonight. I missed it. Sorry here for this BS. It went.
Yeah, we had the.
SP doesn't
we had the
take her time to do this. She's on live all day long.
Homeless
She
in
don't
Ohio.
earn any of these
There
gifts.
you go, SP.
She didn't earn it. She didn't do the research.
Well, I don't know
There are
why
other
I think
people
that
doing it.
but that's not his TikTok name. That's his other name, and I don't know why I keep on calling that. I think because it sounds so cool, like, I'm the John Holmes of homelessness. Like,
oh my goodness! Everybody that's calling in tonight. Everybody have a blessed evening. Yes, we did have some drama unfold because we brought Homeless in Ohio in the boxes, and then we had Aunt Lala up here. You have a blessed night, Marcina. Oh, is Marcina going to bed? Oh, she said night earlier. Oh, okay. I miss the crazy stuff every time. Yeah. So I didn't put a post. I didn't put a post up that Homeless in Ohio was going to be joining the live stream because he was angry in Ohio. Yeah, he was angry. So I didn't put a post up because the fact that sometimes they say they're going to join and then they just don't join. They don't come get in a box. So I didn't put a post up because, I didn't want people to get their hopes up that he was going to come get in the box. I've had my own drama all day. Oh, my goodness, here for this BS. So I didn't put a post up this time because last time I put a post up, it was regarding Marty Mendoza, and he was a no-show. So this time I said, well, if he joins, he joins, and if not, well, we'll continue with what we got to do. So what we ended up doing was what's his account, Roll Tide? Homeless in Ohio. I just type in homeless in Ohio, and that's how I find them. You have a blessed night, SBZ.
Good night, Beauty.
Gosh, how long are y'all going to be on
I don't know if
live?
SBZ's going to sleep.
Like,
Every day it seems
how
like I
long can
mixed
y'all
up in
keep this
something.
up?
Oh, here for this
I know
BS.
that's the reason why she can stay on 24/7.
Oh my
But good God.
goodness. So he did get in the box, and he denied everything.
Somebody
Oh.
invited me into a box, so I figured I'd take it. I've been in boxes all day. Why not?
Why not? How are you,
Yeah.
Beauty Miss?
Let me tell you what, there was some man on here this morning who had the audacity to start a live with a banner above his head that said all women are crazy, they're all this, they're all
Oh,
that,
Lord, here comes
and
the
was playing,
BS.
he was talking just madness, religious rhetoric, political rhetoric, racist rhetoric, you name it. This guy was offending everyone possible. And he
But
had
how
been
many did he have?
80, and of course all these people, God, if they don't know me, I go in there, I immediately am like just mad. I hate that kind of rhetoric. And so of course I was like, this is crazy. Well, Florida man got in on it, and he got the messages that he had been in somebody's DMs, and he had been asking them for money. He had been sexually harassing them. I mean, he had been talking. God, he's talking
And
about
you were up
reincarnation,
there
and
in
then
the
talking about
box,
reincarnation all in
talking
the
a
same
whole
breath.
bunch of
It
mess
was
and
wild.
being mean.
Messages. And this
It
girl
wasn't Preacher Man, was it?
No, but this guy sent 170 messages, and a great deal of them she did not respond to. It was wild. So you're right. He went through those messages. He started sending them to me. The guy wouldn't let me in a box, of course. He did let my friend Katie in there, who tried to talk some sense into him, but this guy was just running circles. It was like a figure eight up there. She's running circles around him. He's running around her. It was wild. So I went on my own live and I just started showing off the messages of the stuff he was really doing. And he was asking for money, saying that he doesn't ask, but if somebody wants to give to him, he'll take it. He only had $6 to his name. It was just big sob stories and ridiculousness. And so then, of course, I don't even want to mention this, but then tonight I am scrolling and I'm like, I'm going to go watch SP. Oh, no, you're not, Corey. No, you're not. You're not going to go watch SP. You know what you're going to do? You're going to go live again because Coach had the audacity to go live and talk about it. And I was just like, I feel it's too soon. A few days ago, you were guilty of the same things. You should not be up here talking about this. That it's just hypocritical as can be to me. So I went live and talked about that, and then that guy went in his live and we streamed it. It was wild. It was a whole wild day of insanity.
Was that the guy that I seen you doing the live stream where he was talking about slapping somebody's hiney?
Yes.
I was watching for a bit. I was in your live stream. Those messages were wild.
They were. I mean, and I kept telling the girl's name was Becca, and she's fine with that being said. I mean, I don't think it's her main account, but I was just like, I am so sorry. I mean, I kept repeating that the whole time. I was like, this is so sad. I'm so sorry that you had to put up with this, because this was happening like 2 a.m. when he was sending these messages to her. I'm always going to stand up for women. I'll tell you what, I will not stand by and watch that kind of stuff happen.
And I feel the same way. I stick up for women as well. I was, like I said, I was in your live stream. I was watching the messages that you were providing, the receipts. We'll call them receipts. It was wild, the things that he was saying.
It really was. It was sickening, and I mean, I really do try to not, get myself involved in too much craziness, but for some reason it just gets brought to me. And when something like that happens, I'm going to stand on what's right. I'm going to go with the truth. I'm going to follow my moral compass. And it told me that I needed to help this girl out. So I teamed up with Florida Man, who, there's been times when I've called him out for his bull mess too. I will. I have no problem doing that. And the thing about him is, I mean, sometimes he does some rotten things, but he does admit that they're bad. He takes accountability for it, and he has grown quite a bit. He's quit doing such rotten things. Now it seems that he goes after the people that need to be gone after.
Yeah, and we kind of had a similar situation tonight when we had you know who homeless in Ohio is, right?
Yeah, I've seen him around before. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, I'm not personal friends, of course not. No.
No, I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure you've seen him around on TikTok, and we had the live stream yesterday. We brought awareness to what he was doing. Of course, he came in the boxes. He joined right at 7 p.m. when I started the live stream. And, he denied everything. He said that from now on, he is going to put that he's a dry beggar in a take while he's live streaming, that he is a dry beggar, make direct threats at Aunt Lala, who was in the box. And he said, it's not a threat, it's a promise. And I was all like, oh, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. You're not gonna. Yeah, you're not gonna make a lewd and disrespectful. Because when somebody says it's not a threat, it's a promise. We take that very seriously.
Oh yeah, I would too. Those are fighting words in my area. I mean, they get some people fired up real quick.
So I was not happy with that. I didn't kick him out of the box. I kept him in the box, even though he said that several times. Once again, he denied everything that we had discussed. But at the end of the day, I gave him the opportunity to share his story, put him in the box. He shared everything that he said, and he said that. Then he started throwing accusations that people were calling the hospital and all this other craziness, which was just a complete fabrication. So at the end of the day, once he started making those direct threats at Aunt Lala, I said, no, we're not doing this. So, and of course, he decided he wanted to be throw racist remarks out there. Just one, because he said something to the effect, because we were discussing about me bringing awareness. He goes, and then all of a sudden here comes a Mexican. And I was all like, wait a minute. And I addressed it with him, and he's seen my profile plenty of times where it says the Mexican homie, but then he says, and all of a sudden here comes the Mexican. So I called him out on being racist.
Let me tell you, anytime I run into somebody using some racist rhetoric, I can't help but call it out, because here we are in 2024 and people are still stooping to those levels. I won't have it. I will always call it out. Homophobia as well, ableism, all those things. I will not stand for it. I absolutely, if someone even thinks about, even starts to use the R word in my presence, they'll get booted out of a box. I will throw them right into the streets of TikTok. I won't have it. And
that was only midway having him in the box. I didn't even kick him out. I kept him in the box, and I told him, now you're being racist. So then, he started talking about, that I called him a racist. While, when you say what you're saying, and then you're making direct threats at people, and then towards the end of it, before we got him out of the box,
he called you Mexican.
He
said that your name, the Mexican homie.
He was mentioning about his only, and for him, to try to generate income off of that, because that's what he has. He said, "Oh,
only fans."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the John Holmes of homelessness.
Are you kidding me right
No,
now? I'm sorry,
yeah,
I shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny.
That's what he says, but he says he's got a micro PENIS. So I was like, shouldn't he be the Ron Jeremy? of homelessness then instead of the John Holmes? I didn't understand that.
I can't.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, listen, there's a niche out there for there's a kink out there for people like bigger people. And and I was like, I think you could make it big on your OF, you just need to work on it. He said, can you help me? No, sir. I'm sorry. I cannot help you. I cannot help you. I said, I don't know nothing about that stuff.
So one of my mods,
I really need to take a vacation from TikTok. It's wild. The streets are wild in TikTok.
So Bia, one of my mods, also known as Nicole before she changed her name, she did go and look. She went and looked, but then my wife had the bright idea because she heard what was going on to go over to the X account and go through it. And she really took one for the team. I thought I took one for the team. She went all the way to the very last post. And my wife seen even the micro PENIS that's on that X Twitter account. I told her, don't show me. I don't want to see it. After the first picture that I seen, I went about 2 posts down, seen everything that was already going on. I already thought I took one for the team, but she decided it was going to be a bright idea for her to go through the whole X account. And I was all like,
I bet you she had a good laugh. I bet you she had a good laugh.
No, she said, oh, my Lord.
Oh, my Lord.
She said, oh, my Lord.
Hey, we just got some breaking news in.
Uh-oh.
So, Chris's mod, do you know the one that's been stirring up trouble, the one that's going to take me down, Jess? Well, she went live tonight. Oh, my Jesus. What are we going to do with these people? I don't even know. But
she started an OnlyFans. I can't. If that's the case, I can't.
In the first part, she's throwing up gang signs. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Like we're corn in, corn out, or don't get off, okay?
How do you know those are gang signs?
She's throwing, this is the live, but they're signs.
Oh God, she doesn't even know them that well. I
mean, I'm better versed in that gang signs.
And then she's shed the booty. She's Hey, listen, I think she thinks Chris is making millions on this app. I think she's trying to thirst trap him. I think that's what she's trying to do. Because she was, and look, she's throwing up all kinds. She's upset about something. Like, I don't know why she's so upset, but she's so upset about something that she's up there throwing up gang signs, shaking her hind end in front of the camera, and throwing up birds, and making herself look all kinds of foolish, all in the name of Chris Mosteller. Like what?
How do you know that it is in the name of Chris Mosteller?
Listen,
here you go again, assuming.
I keep saying that, like I don't, David Koresh, like Jim Jones, like. Listen, I have seen some of the ugliest looking men in the world with some very, very.
And you've made yourself look good because you've thrown up the bird
but
too.
They got money. I don't know what.
Maybe she's corn in with you. You wouldn't let her in the gang.
I don't know what them gang signs was she was throwing up.
SP, I'm gonna need you to get some feed corn and just bring some corn cobs on the live next time, and those will be your gang signs. Like you can just hold up corn cobs. Yes, that's what we need.
I come prepared. Like literally.
She didn't see like 2 of them create an X with them. That's her gang sign or something,
Like
corn in,
she's
corn
really
out.
upset about something. Well, how can you be so upset at me
You just said
about a
you didn't
man
know
that
what kind of gang signs she was throwing up.
are you
Because you
kidding
don't know
Oh,
what
me?
that
he
means you
believes.
don't
And
know
you
if
know
they're
what?
gang signs or not.
You
There
watch
you
him
go
build a
again.
campfire every
Assuming.
day with some toothpicks and logs. You know, it's ridiculous. And then you're gonna ride hard for him. You're gonna get out here and twerk for somebody who wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Excuse my French, but that's the case.
Absolutely.
And this is you women lifting up women?
And she
Come on.
is, and here, where did I hear somebody talking through?
Oh, it was my husband. He's making a joke. He said somebody stole my firewood. He's vested in this bullshit now.
Oh my Jesus.
See? He'll talk like that to me. I'll say something to him and he'll be like, "No, you ain't got no firewood." Like he'll say that to me. No damn reason. Like I'll ask him about something. He's like, "No, not unless you got firewood."
Somebody said, notice he never cooks corn.
No, that one day he did have full corn on the cobs laying on that thing. Also with the potatoes that he just threw on that rack. And I was like, you know, them things can be hard as little rocks right there. They didn't get up in the least in that amount of time. And one chicken breast, I was like, for 4 people to eat, what's going on here?
You never heard of breast quarters?
Oh my, get out. Get out.
Y'all are sitting here
He's
making
got the
fun
jokes,
of
man. I mean, I guess that's why I
it's
paid him
not
for
bringing
25
awareness.
He's got the jokes. He comes with
I
the jokes.
hear it. That's a good thing to have right there. She was bragging about selling her house to commercial buyers. Maybe she's going to move in with Chris. Ooh, that'd be nice. That'd be real nice. Hey, maybe she'll send him a little bit of that money. Maybe that's why she's a moderator, because
Maybe
she
he
can
can
take me
make
down
extra
with some
money
money.
if she'll twerk, you know, on his live and get some extra gifts getting thrown that way.
Hey, she had them cooter cutters on.
If y'all are watching
She was
this,
dropping it like
go
it was
read the
hot.
comments in the chat.
Not like it was hot, like it was on fire, maybe.
Yeah, you know it probably was. Them cooter cutters give you a yeast infection.
You know what the funny part is? The funny part is, like, here for this BS, her husband's invested in all this. Miss Homie's invested in all this.
Mine is too. Mine is too. Mine says, so what happened today?
Oh, that's what the funny
You know
part
what's
is.
funny? He comes home from work some days and he's like, "So, what have you been up to this afternoon? Like, what trouble have you gotten into? What have you discovered? Like, what's happened now?" And I have a rundown. I always have a rundown of this, like the days of TikTok bullshit. I mean,
Mine
honestly.
used to have nothing, nothing knowing about anything going on here. And now he's invested.
That's what we call it, Days of Our Lives. It's not Days of Our Lives. It's Days of Our Lives on TikTok.
You're not kidding. The lies are plenty, aren't they? Oh my God. And
like
it's not even
sands
that cold here
through
in South.
these are the days of our lives.
Yeah, Days of Our Lives. One big soap opera. Yeah.
As the TikTok scammers turn my stomach.
It's crazy. It's Diane says, mine asked me, what are you watching? Well,
you can never know with us. You never know with us. It can go left at any time.
Bev said, hey, homie and SP, I got 6 friend requests from 6 DACs and 6 different accounts. God, oh
Jesus, take the wheel. That's the fake popo. Call the popo. Call the popo.
Yeah, we're talking about the young and the campfire list. He's coming up with all these new soap operas.
Y'all have like 1,000 accounts.
Yes.
So
she does.
Yeah.
She's a little chatterbox.
You're talking about Dax. Were you here for the whole Dax Emery thing here?
BS?
But no, I missed that.
Oh my, tell her, I'm gonna mute, tell her.
How many cigarettes don't smoke?
So Dax
A little
Emery
big
is,
friend
you
of
know,
right, you have.
what they consider a
Where's
big
the big house?
creator on TikTok. He portrays himself to be a police officer. Like today, he was sitting in his vehicle. He had the little walkie-talkie on his shoulder. He has the full gear, the whole ensemble. But he got fired already from Lancaster Police Department, the town of Clover in South Carolina, Lancaster, South Carolina. He's been fired from both departments. He's no longer allowed to be a police officer in South Carolina. He stole over $100,000 for in donations that he received for the Toys for Tots program. I'm waiting for a phone call from the captain of Lancaster Police Department. I did speak to the town of Clover, South Carolina. They said he hasn't been employed for well over a year with them. So he's been fired from 2 police departments, but he continues to portray himself as a police officer on TikTok.
Why haven't they done press charges against him?
So that
And
kind
where
of
the
gives you a
charges?
rundown, a little.
That's absolutely wild. I'm surprised I haven't heard about this like on news around here. They tend to keep that kind of stuff. I live in a very tourist driven area. So when there's like spoke about very quickly and moved on from very quickly because they want to portray this area as this family oriented, wonderful place to
Welcome
visit.
in, tattered princess. How are you?
All about the area of which I live.
Yeah, and they were saying that Lancaster was in Horry County. I was like, no, it's not. It's over 2 hours away. And she lives near Myrtle Beach, here for the BS. Not in Myrtle Beach, but near Myrtle Beach. It's nobody's business where, but unless she wants to tell it, I'm not telling it. But
I live south of there. I mean, it all runs together, you know.
Yep.
The
She really
grandstand,
does
as they
think
like
she's
to refer
something.
to it.
She really does.
yeah.
Oh, well, you know why she lost them.
And what I was telling a lot of people, when you go after somebody that's considered because he was invited to live.
And she has been alive for 3 hours right now, hiding in this talking crap about people.
His TikTok
And
handle is I am.
She is like
I am Emery. And you know, a lot of people will not try. So Dollar Diva said there's already one person that is looking into, you know, bringing awareness about him. But there's other people that bring awareness that if they see a big creator, they will, you know, pulling scams and stuff like this. This guy that's still portraying to be an officer, they won't even try to go after him. And I said, you know, I clearly stated that I'm not scared. He could bring it on. He could do whatever he wants. He could come and try to shut me down. There was people over there in his live stream while we were live streaming telling him that we were slamming him over here.
You really love
it didn't seem to phase him.
I'm gonna give her all
He
this
was steady blocking people.
I'm gonna restream her every chance I get.
Blocking people.
Yes.
Because a lot of people kept saying, "Oh, I just got blocked. I just got blocked. I just got blocked from him." But you know us over here. You know, we fought the law and we won. So
yeah, we didn't shut down.
First person I ever went after on this app had almost 100,000 followers, and today they do not.
This guy has. Let me pull up my other phone and I'll tell you how many followers he has, unless he already blocked me on all his accounts.
Yep, I've noticed she
And
can't
I'll tell you how
sit
many-
still. And if she has all this
Oh,
money
you
that
haven't
she's
seen
been
a
earning
picture
off
of him?
Yeah,
TikTok,
show a picture
why
of
can't
Dick.
she
Show a picture of
can't
him,
afford
sis.
a real crown?
Let me.
I mean, she's got to wear a plastic little kid crown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now you know why it's easy for him to scam for money.
I totally get what's going on there. That was
And if
kind of
you
the
notice,
story
all she
with
does is go
the
after
first one
men.
I took on too. I didn't see it myself. Like it just wasn't my type, but I mean, I guess he,
Mandy
checked
Ruth, calm
boxes
your
for a
ass
lot of other
down.
people.
He has 747,000 followers.
747,000?
That's a lot.
747,000 followers. And I was
No,
not
he
scared.
was a
Yep.
cop. He was a cop.
She's up all night,
He used
He
to
all
was a
day.
cop in 2 different counties.
How
and
she
was
does
I
it, I don't
promise
know.
you that. That's the other
Yeah.
thing you're gonna find.
It is. And he's live streaming right now as we speak. He has
And if
not
I
blocked
know
my
who
account.
this is, I'm
He
really
hasn't
going to
blocked my
get
account
jail.
yet.
Wow.
But he figures, you know what? The Mexican homie only has like 3,000 something followers. I'm not going to worry about that guy. I got 747,000
Just
followers.
remember,
And somebody in the
too, over
comments
here,
said
this
that
is
he's got a
YouTube,
whole crew that
so
rides.
we can say what we want and do what we want
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
they always do.
Well,
Y'all ain't seen these vicious housewives we deal with. Like they ain't got nothing but
I
time. on
do
their
know
hands to
100%
scheme
that
up
she
alleyways
doesn't pass all of her drug
Well,
tests.
I tell
I'm
you, the
just
difference
joking.
is that you're dealing with people who are smart as opposed to not.
Hello. Hi. Looking for trouble?
Hi, beauty.
Hey. So what got me with this guy was when I ran across him, it shows he's live and everybody's gifting. Gift, gift, gift. But the live is not live. It's a tape. It is a videotape running. You can call this man any name in the book. I called him a scammer. I told him to look up scammers. That's what you are. I called him all kinds of things.
Is it his actual account?
It comes up with that same picture and he's sitting in the car and he's screaming, yeah.
Yeah,
and
she don't fool
go,
me either.
Cindy,
And
you
she's got all
got
these
it.
people
And he's
fooled and
just
believing
hollering.
that the drug test that
That
she
is a
failed
darn tape.
is a false
None of those people
positive.
he's calling out
And
is
that it
on it.
happens sometimes. But yet she
Just-
It is
promotes
a you
the
can
drug
call
test
him any
he
name.
took
How many
as being
followers does that account have?
almost
You know, I
accurate
never
all the
looked,
time. So
to be
Lisa
honest.
J.
mhm.
So
Yes.
it won't let me look at his live stream because I'm live streaming on one
Okay.
device, but there's 4 people in the boxes right now that before it kicks me out. So he
Yeah,
is live
she's been
streaming.
on
He
Chris
has
for a
4 people
while,
in the
but
box right
she's
now.
got
Okay.
this makes
When
me
I
feel
see
me.
him, he has
They can only
nobody
just
in the
talk to
box.
her
He's sitting
because
in the
no one wants
car.
to cover.
He is just
But
he's
they're not
playing
showing
the
any
game
proof, really.
to himself. He's saying, I don't go live. He's saying that he is what they're sending gifts for is okay, we're gonna do this today. I need this. I mean, it's a live stream. I tell you, it is a darn tape.
So
It is
that
a
one
tape
is
running.
that's another account.
He's doing like box
And
battles.
if you
This has
notice, she chews on the side of her
747,000
mouth all the
followers.
time. She's got the
He's a
Joker
live
smile,
pro.
and she can't
Yeah.
keep her eyes open.
I'm
Yeah,
not kidding you.
he's
That's
right here. He's right here.
That's what I'm seeing on my other account. I had to go
And it looks like
okay.
he's in like a box battle or something.
Okay. Well, we know he's a liar. So, but the ones I know I don't know what I'd do, but that is a tape recording running. His mouth is not even the same. He's calling out total different names on that who's gifting. He's thanking the wrong person. It is a total tape running.
But But this right here, he's talking with these other 4 people.
Yeah.
Right there.
I hate it when she
Yeah,
shoves
he's
the
probably
phone
So
up in somebody's
yeah, but
in the
so
camera. It's
is
like
there
she's trying to
another
shove stuff
account
in
that you
her
might
face.
have seen that
I hope
somebody
it's
is
still
just
enough people to
streaming?
read.
Because you
But
know
yet
they
that's
do
going to
that,
be her
right?
proof.
There's accounts that are smaller accounts that like you think that it's him, but
And
it's just
please,
them showing
please,
a
by all
video,
means, share this
and they
channel
just let
out, because
like a
now that
live
I'm
thing
doing
and they record
commentary
it.
on it, I'm
They
going to
just
start
let
doing
him
commentary on
run,
it as
and
much as I
people follow
can.
that account thinking it's him when it's actually not him. It's just a
I've never
It's just
seen
a
her
videotape
really, like,
because
if
when
we
the one
watch
I
her
saw was sitting
lives,
in
if
the
we
police
were to
car,
go by
the
her
women are
lives,
going
Tata
crazy. I mean,
Princess,
they're throwing
she never
gift
spends
after
time with her
see, and
gift.
hubby.
he just accepted somebody else
And if we
sending him
go by
money.
her
So,
lives, like what she
and
does
he's
to
trying
everybody
to
else,
feed people.
she never feeds her
Yep,
dog
that's
either,
right.
except for
But
treats.
I'm talking about the tape. What really, really got me whole police officer thing, other than him impersonating, was the live stream that I know darn well I sat and watched for over an hour.
But then
And it
again,
was
this
a
is how
tape
she does
running.
other people. She shows all their lives.
So
And if
if
we were
I
to
come
go by
across that
just
again,
her
I'll
lives
just
alone,
screen record
she
it.
never feeds her dog
And another thing,
except
I
for when
tried
she's
to
on live.
screen record
She doesn't feed
a
her
couple
husband. She
things,
just says
but
she
you
does.
can't
There's no
send
proof that
that
she
like to a
does.
friend. It won't.
She says
I
that she's
couldn't.
Not
got all
on
these
I couldn't.
houses
TikTok.
under,
No,
but she's
you have
never
to
in it.
email it
So
or
where is she
something
getting
like
all of
that.
this money?
Okay,
Where is it
yeah,
going?
I tried to screen record one, but yeah, that's what got me into him. And I'm sorry that I just hopped in real quick, but
Oh no, you're fine.
yeah, I'm going to. I'll try and find that because that tape
That's
running
fine,
is
Tata
just
Princess. Tell them come
those
on over.
people.
Yeah, if you
Just
can find it. Do you watch my
yeah,
YouTube channel?
yes,
Okay, then my email address is on there. If you find
okay,
it, you can send it to my email address, or you can get with one of my moderators. You know my moderators, right?
okay.
And
You
just
know,
send it to them, and they'll let us get it.
okay. Also, I noticed when you get like a burner account, whenever you get a new account, that tape I'm talking about pops up. So that could be old. I don't know. It's not popping up like when I go grab my husband's phone.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing there. But every time I get a burner account, I have 4. It will pop up right away of him sitting in that cop car with that tape stream running. It's
It's
crazy.
just
I
I
don't
seen
know.
Yeah,
one that
she
took
is
me a minute to
definitely
realize it was
fake.
a loop. It was a bird flying with a camera on it. Oh, it's
Yeah, like right now he has the Sky RN in one of his boxes. That's the one
Yes,
that
he's
they
very
say
suspicious.
he has an
I
affiliation
mean,
to. Trey
she has so much
underscore
time. She says she's always
07,
busy. But she's,
Thea
how can you
and
have,
Tanisha. That's
she has other
he has
jobs
4
to make
people in
her
his
income.
boxes.
Are they
But
just visiting together
always on
or?
YouTube or she's on TikTok.
I'm in the
She have
live
time to
stream
do
right
these
now,
jobs.
and he has 182,000 likes, and it keeps on jumping higher. He has 490 people in his live stream.
Tata Princess, she said that she
Yeah,
was
But the
going
it's
to have
weird.
majority,
a tiny
the
house
majority of the
about a
people in
year or
his
2
live stream
ago.
are all
That
women.
never happened.
of course.
And then she's been in this trailer,
Yeah,
I
I
know,
just
for at least a year. This
Women
camper trailer.
love.
And
it's
then
weird.
in
And when I watched
November,
him,
she
I'm
said that
seeing
she was
him
in her
where I
own
see him
home
doing this
and she was going to
battling,
be in there by
this not
Thanksgiving.
battling stuff.
So that never happened.
I gotta think because
Then
my
it was going
memory's
to be
terrible.
Christmas.
But he's
That didn't
actually in
happen.
his kitchen,
Then
and
it was
his
going to be
wife
New
is in the
Year's,
kitchen
and that
too.
never happened. So I don't
Though I've
think she
seen
has
that one
trust.
too, and
His
that like
wife.
that's what
I thought he was looking for a
I'm not
mother for
kidding
his
you.
children, for his
The
child.
tape I saw, they were standing there in his kitchen. I promise. It's weird.
Yeah, I believe you. I ain't got no
So
reason
I'm
not to
gonna go
believe you.
back and I'm gonna do a little bit more digging for y'all because I'm gonna try and pull up a whole new account on my husband's and see if he
And
pops in. And
I've
those are
kind
the
of
ones
looked
I'm
up
gonna
some of the properties that she
try and
said.
record.
I've
Because
done
he
some
does
if you
background
do,
everything.
checks on her.
get it to us.
I don't think she
Absolutely.
owns that 1,000
Absolutely.
acres, from what I've seen.
But SP, is that what you call them?
That's what somebody in the chat called it. Was a loop.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I've
I
never seen
honestly
anything
think
like
that
it.
the
It's
house that
just,
she showed
how is this guy
was
getting?
the
I mean,
big
he
house
was
that
getting
she's
gallons
claimed
and
that
he was
she
getting
don't
all
go
this stuff.
in,
And
and she's
like,
claiming that
and I'm saying
that
it in
is
the
to
chat,
be
people,
the
this
trailer.
is a
Now,
tape.
this
Stop
is
gifting
only
him.
what
It's not real. He's a scammer.
I
I
don't have
mean,
proof of it, but I think
I've
the
said
trailer
everything in
that
the book
she
on
claims
that
that she has
stream,
that's
and
new
everybody's
is just the same trailer she's had
I
before,
thought this is
just cleaned
illegal.
out.
This is so illegal.
There's a
Cal, I
lot of
see.
people that do
Cal,
that. They replay lives. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm going to respond in the comments. Go ahead. Here for this BS.
They replay their lives. They take and just replay a live that they did before. There used to be a girl I would see on here who was boiling
The
crabs,
big house that
and it
she
was the
says
same
that
live over
she don't
and
want to
over and
go
over again of
in
her boiling these
is
crabs.
actually the house that she
Yeah, it's
claimed that
crazy.
she bought.
I
That's
mean,
what
I've
I
seen
think.
the ones where the
I don't have
people
proof
just
of
run
it,
the whole
but
thing
that's what
and
I
they're
think.
sleeping.
Yeah,
I
that's crazy.
don't
That's why
get
they
it.
started that puzzle piece thing when you're live for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
It'll cut off if you don't do that. And if you're, doing that sleep crap, it's
Yeah,
going to cut off on
It
you.
could be my Wi-Fi
right.
as
I haven't
well.
seen them for a while. But thank you all
It
so
kind of goes in and
much.
out over here.
Yes, thank you for coming up. You have a good night, sweetness.
Okay, thank you all.
Get out.
Get out. No, I want to stay. Good night.
You have a
You have
good
a
night,
blessed
sweetheart.
evening.
Can
Like
you
I said, I'm
kick
still
me out
trying
or
to
something?
learn how to
Get
use
out.
this to keep it going.
Let
If
me
I have to
kick
buy
you
a
out.
higher speed internet, I
Thanks.
will.
You're welcome. Yeah, so right now he has 4 ladies in the boxes and a guy.
Yeah, he living it up.
He's he's getting gifts like nobody's business.
Are you jealous, Mexican homie? Are you jealous?
So do you remember when they were saying that? Do you remember when some people were saying that he said he was not police affiliated
I
and it was in
agree.
his
That
bio?
it says there is something odd
That's
about
not
them
what it
living
says. It says
separately.
not affiliated. It says not
In my mind,
agency affiliated.
I think in my mind, this is just what I think.
Have an agent here on.
I think that it's more of like a
It also could
sister
be a
wife
slick
kind
way
of
of
thing.
him getting around them telling him that he cannot claim to be part of any force. So he's just going to say, oh, not agency related. And then when he gets questioned about that, he'll be like, oh, look, I have it right here that I'm not related, involved with any police agency around.
Yeah, he is. He's so gross. There's so many officers that give their life every single day.
You're just jealous because you ain't getting no gifts and you ain't seeing his
He's not
stuff.
even a security
That's
guard,
all you
sadly.
focus
He's
on is the corn.
absolutely faking the whole. He's cosplaying, is what he's doing.
Exactly. He's not a security guard. He's not a correctional officer. He's not anything like that. But wearing that uniform.
Again, where's your proof that
Yeah,
he is
the
none of
thing
this?
that really sets it off is when he wears that vest and it says police on it. It says police on there. He is no longer. And then the badge that he purchased at the very bottom, when I zoomed in on the picture, it says SC for South Carolina. He's not allowed.
Girl said, didn't he say coffee with a cop?
Yes, and it's on the video that I have. Coffee with the cop. He's not a cop. He's not allowed to be a police officer in South Carolina no more.
Coco, does he do anything for content? I have a feeling he probably does thirst trap kind of stuff for content.
Okay, so
he
doesn't have any content. Neither do
It's
none
a
of you.
44-minute video on YouTube.
So I don't see what the problem is.
SP found the video. I found the video. He calls the ladies on his live stream. He talks about thirst traps. Man, the list goes on and on about this guy.
Yeah, he's gross. He's absolutely gross because he's the kind, it seems like, that probably would use the fact that he has been an authority and he does still have the uniform.
Who does she think she is? prying
some
in all these people's
unsuspecting young
business.
lady.
That's going real life with people. And they say that they
Yes,
don't do that.
and that's the
If you're all
unfortunate
about
thing.
TikTok,
Roddy Mom, we're
just
talking
show
about I
them
am Emery,
what's going on
the guy
TikTok.
that portrays to be a
Go
police
through
officer.
background checks. Don't try to find out where they live.
Unfortunately, you know,
None of that. That's going in real
if
life.
he's doing all of this, what is he doing that we're not seeing while he's off the app?
You don't really see
Exactly.
other
And
anti-scams
I think
when
that
she wants to be accepted by in
I
the
think that
community on
he's
TikTok.
being
You don't see
probably
other
monitored
anti-scammers bringing up
by
background checks. You don't see other people in anti-scam
probably by an alphabet
having the
company.
list of every place
And
that they've lived.
because
You don't see that in
the things that
anti-scam,
he's doing
but you
is
see that
very
here.
questionable. Very questionable.
Yeah, just he does bring his hats and his T-shirts, but that still doesn't take away from the fact the vest that he wears clearly states police on it. He can't be doing that. I don't care if you know, some people might call it cosplay, but if he was to go and try to pull somebody over, because we don't know what's on his vehicle, we don't know that if he has red and blues on there, we don't know what's on there. If he was to pull somebody over and they see that it says police
There have
on
been
his
people
vest
have gone
that he's wearing,
real life and had
and
a
they see that
princess.
he has a
I don't know if
pew
you know, but they've
he
gone
has the
real life.
walkie-talkies,
again.
the full
There was
setup of
actually one of
walkie-talkies.
his
He has a
followers
badge.
following Jen
We're
around,
not
and
going
we
to
were
think
coming from
otherwise
the
that he is not a
TikTok,
police officer.
which I don't want
Exactly.
to
And I seen a
names
video
out,
the other day
but
to where
and from TikTok,
and
Jen was actually
a
being
car
followed
pulled up. It
around
wasn't even a
by
marked
one of
vehicle.
Southern Pride's
But even though there was a
Road
marked
Redemption.
vehicle with
One
it,
of her
and a
followers
guy
actually
gets out,
followed that
an
lady around,
officer gets
took
out,
pictures,
pointing his gun
and
to
claimed it
stop
wasn't
for
stalking.
this the guy in this vehicle to stop and show his hands and stuff, and he was literally wearing a pair of blue jean shorts. So you know, an officer, not all officers are dressed like officers, but a lot of people who aren't officers are dressed like officers, like this guy here, and it is absolutely disgusting.
It is, and Just Me says you can wear a shirt in some states that says FBI as long as you don't verbalize anything to make so. You
Well,
know,
they sell them FBI shirts all over, female body inspector.
well, you
They
can get them at
sell
the
them.
flea market.
Yeah, exactly, at the jockey lot.
And they just said how light in the car and the
I didn't know
woman
my
pulled
mic was still on.
over.
Excuse me.
Pumping girl. I'm not sure what if you're referring to.
I think they're talking about what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
About the cop jumping out in the shorts and stuff.
It's, I don't know. It's very disturbing.
Why are they worried so much
And that's why
about these people's personal lives?
I didn't know how many followers he had.
If
I
he's
never
on TikTok
checked.
and
guess I should
he's
have
trying to
checked.
be a scammer,
Because you're going against a
from
big
this
dog
person,
at
which I
that
don't know
point.
much about the women they're talking about. It's the first time I've heard
It's not
about
impersonating in some states until verbal backs it up.
But if he's impersonating an
I'm
officer,
still going to bring
why don't
awareness
he
to
take
what
it
he's
to the cop?
doing. Yeah, I didn't know that he has 747,000 followers. But that's not going to stop me from bringing awareness to what he's doing.
Yeah, there
It's
she
not.
goes
I'm
again,
going to continue to
smoking
do
whatever
what I'm
she's
doing.
smoking
And
on
what he's
TikTok
doing
Live.
is completely wrong. And I'm going to post a video that I
Look
got this
closely, you can see that her
morning
eyes
because I'm still it's 11 my time.
pupils are
Gear is misleading. So I'm going to post a video. That way people see what I'm talking about. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
And Just Me, he just
honestly
said he was a
think
cop
that
just
a
a few minutes
princess
ago. There you
that
go.
the people that follow her are very
That's highly illegal to pull
manipulated
anyone over in
because they have
person.
been
I
in the
know
scammers
that's
live
definitely
and they
jail
have
time
guns.
here in this state,
So they fall
which
for it
is the
pretty
same
easily.
state he is in.
And when someone starts
SP, how
saying,
many
"Oh, it's not your
followers
fault, we
does
got you
Campfire
over
Chris
here,"
have? It's a
and
few
they
hundred
hear the
thousand, is
things
it
that
not?
you want to hear, then they know they can be manipulated easily into following her and believing everything that she says. So
I don't
she
know
knows
what I
what kind
heard.
of
I don't know what
audience that she has. has
hit that
because
so
they've already been
perfect.
scammed once.
What did you say?
She got mixed up with the violin music. How many followers does Campfire Chris have? It's a few 100,000, is it not?
No, he's got 42,000.
Oh, I thought it was more.
No, he's only got like 42,000. He got his claim to fame with that house fire.
Oh, okay.
Why are you worried about
And
his
see, that's why,
following? You make thousands on
and
TikTok.
that's why it's hard to go against a big creator with 747,000 followers because
just belong in just your
you know they're gonna
subscription.
be like the
Your
Mexican
subscribers,
has
you're
like
making
3,500
thousands a month.
followers. I don't
And
even
no
know how
one's
many I have.
about that.
And they're gonna be like, well, are we gonna believe somebody who has 3,500 or somebody who has almost 1 million followers?
But see, he's got a whole pack that works with him, and so it seems like any videos that they find of him, they're probably going to mass report. They're probably going to mass report the accounts, and he's got the people to do it. He's got the people to do it. You got 3,897.
I don't even know how many I have, to be honest
Me
with
neither.
you.
Another thing, if you notice,
Keep track
S
of it.
is starting to go where she's
And I want
showing.
to thank everybody that
She's
says
not showing
that
her face
they
anymore.
believe the
And she's
you know
using
the
a
receipts
filtered
that we're
light.
showing.
Why does she
And
hide? She
I've
used to not
showed
do
plenty of
that.
receipts.
Trust me, I've watched her a lot, and I used to
You know,
follow her.
like I said, I'm gonna wait for
So here
the call
recently,
from the
she started using
captain
filters.
over in
She's starting to
Lancaster
say the same
tomorrow
thing.
because he's supposed to be getting back
You
with
just
me
have to
so I
listen
can get more
there.
information.
But once you
I
see it,
already
you will
verified with
never
the
be able
town
to
of
unsee
Clover
it.
that he
You're
hasn't
going
been a
to be like,
police officer
wow,
over there
believe it.
for more than a year, and he's been fired already from 2 departments in South
He has been
Carolina.
doing
I
way
have the
too
phone
much.
numbers, you know. I
And I
got the phone
do
numbers right here,
believe
right in front of me in
that
my
when
notes
these people
for
are these
Lancaster. I have their addresses.
whenever it starts, this
There's
is
a lot of
my
stuff that
assumption
I
now.
had
This is
to
what I've
dig
seen.
up,
When
but
they
you
start
know, I have
going
to do
on
what I
here
have to
and
do.
saying CPS,
It looks like between the
my
three of us,
job's
we
being
might be able to
called.
knock on about 11,
People are
12,000
calling,
somewhere.
friending my family. They're sending me letters. You notice
Oh,
as
we
soon
might
as
get to
she
work
starts
tonight.
Yeah, but with
covering
all of our
them
accounts
on
together,
TikTok,
all of them, we might can get close.
these things happen to them.
And I'm hoping that, you know, I started a new account that nobody knows of. I just started it this week, and I'm able. I didn't even have to live stream 3 days in a row. That one already has the boxes open, and that way, and I just live streamed today, and the boxes are open.
I got a couple backups. I mean, I got a couple thousand on each one of them, maybe. I don't even know. I don't keep track of it.
Well, the good thing is that I'm going to gather more information from the captain from Lancaster, and then continue. You know, I'm going to readdress this tomorrow.
And when you readdress
just
it
like anybody
tomorrow,
else that I cover,
I'm going to
I'm
be
going to
streaming
continue
you
to bring
again.
awareness about them
Gotta
until
get up early.
we can slow down something because, I already said that they said to contact SLED, which I am going to do tomorrow. And then I'm also going to reach out to the Department of Justice.
And just chatted Princess.
I'm going to reach out to the Department
And
of
they have
Justice
been spreading false
because, you know,
information on folks.
I'll reach out to
They
SLED, but
thought they
also
knew
at the
who
same
done
time,
this YouTube
I'm
channel.
going to go one step
Of course,
further
if you
and
know,
reach
you
out
know.
to the Department of
They don't know
Justice
who's
regarding
doing
the
it.
situation.
They will tomorrow. They'll be over here watching
Have y'all seen what's been going on with Honey Boo Boo from the television show on here?
I know
Yes.
she came on here and was getting a bunch of money.
Right, and it's weird because there was an episode that recently aired that of which they were talking about. Apparently, her mom spent up a great portion of the money that was ever made by this girl, which I think is completely wrong.
Okay, so
But she
yeah,
is
the
now
whole
on
Honey
here
Boo Boo
asking for
thing,
money to pay
that's a
off the
big
rest of her
scam
college
too, but nobody
tuition.
wants to talk about
And
that.
last night, that girl, Mallory, who was covering that Queen, what is her
Mercedes.
name?
Queen
Yeah,
Mercedes.
yeah. She was playing it and talking about it, and they got into a little tiff. Like Honey Boo Boo and her were going back and forth on their lives, and they were wanting her to come there and vice versa. And I was like,
And she's gonna be playing the
in what
victim when
world
she
am I
finds
living in
out that
right
I
now?
was screaming
When
her.
we got
When I
Honey
got
Boo
on
Boo, who
here, I was
on
doing
top of the
commentary,
tiaras,
but I'm not
being
doing anything
begging for
different
money.
than what
Somebody
she
that,
does with these scammers.
nobody knows,
Because she's a big
calling them
scammer
out. They're
herself.
both online fighting with each other. I was like, this. Let me tell you, I'm canceling my cable because I don't even watch TV anymore. I don't. It's just background noise at this point.
Right?
Yeah, you bring awareness, and at this point, TikTok is the new TV shows.
Oh yeah, everybody's always in live streams.
Yeah, and I was watching that whole because I got several messages regarding Honey Boo Boo, and you know, that one's a hard one to touch on as well because they said that Mama June stole all that money.
Yeah, exactly. They're not sticking to
and used it for other things.
They're
And
gossiping on people's lives.
so people
And
feel
she
like
has been
because
hiding
Mama June stole all that
in
money,
these lives
that because
with
she's
these
asking for money or
followers of
gifts
hers.
to pay for her
Mexican Honey
college,
was actually a
that
follower.
that's a
He
whole
built up
different
his account and
scenario.
said that he's going to
So
start
that
doing
becomes
coverage of scammers.
I don't know. I guess
You
we have
have
to pay
Moon
attention if this is
Pies,
going to be an ongoing
goes
thing.
and hides in.
Well,
For
They
the ones who
actually
did it,
told him
off
to
money.
unmod
She didn't spend
everybody
all
that
of
they
it up.
had
She's
and
got like
put the SPs mod
$160,000 in
there.
these accounts that are in
There's also
California.
Catfish.
They
They do that
require the
too.
people to put at least
And
20%
it's not
of the money
only
away for
are they
children,
taking over the people's
and they can't
lives, but
touch it.
our
It's
mods
locked
are
down until
taking
the
over
kid
their
is
platform.
18 years old.
They're saying they're not
So
doing
she
that.
can access
But
that.
as soon as you go
truth be
into those
told,
lives,
all
you'll
the money
see
was not
SP,
completely spent.
KK,
She definitely could pay for the rest
954,
of her schooling
all
with
of them
that
up in
money.
the
Apparently, she
boxes,
just doesn't want to.
talking crap, cussing people out.
What SB?
You also see
Oh dang.
bluegill as well.
I forgot what I was
So they are taking over other people's lives.
Oh, for
Making
anybody
them
who
unmod the people
missed
that they wanted and put
that
SP's
live
mods
stream
there
of
so she can
Lana,
have
I think her
control
name is.
over their lives.
Nookie 5150 over on YouTube did stream it.
I seen that. And like I said, well, for me, I want to see if this is an ongoing thing where Honey Boo Boo has figured out that a lot of people that watch her TV show are going to continue to donate, and this is going to be an ongoing thing. Because if so, she's not off the table for me.
Vet Tech, you came in here an hour and a half ago and asked the same exact question. I even turned on my camera and introduced myself. And here we are an hour and a half later, and you come in asking the same exact thing. What is SP?
I seen that. So SP is Southern Pride. That's what SP is, Southern Pride. So that way Vet Tech understands that SP stands for Southern Pride.
And I am Road to
And
Redemption.
for some people,
There
they
you
think,
go. And I did see that
yes, she
earlier, and
thinks that
I'm
everybody's
seeing it
supposed to know
again.
she's Southern
So,
Pride, but they don't really recognize that name.
hope I didn't do something wrong. No, Barbie.
No, Barbie, you're beautiful.
No, we're talking to the Georgia Vet Tech. I did see that. I'm kind of watching the comments. So, yes, SP stands for Southern Pride, which is Road to Redemption. So, hopefully that kind of clears that up for you that SP stands for Southern Pride. And
reason why no one knows her as
here for this
she is
BS was
because
mentioned
everybody that's
something
calling her
about
is new now. So they don't know that name.
Queen Mercedes. So I've been telling a lot of people, I've been keeping my eye on Queen Mercedes. I did see, I went and joined.
Oh my God, that is such a
Mallory's live stream, and lo and behold, who is in the box is, and they're like best of friends. Now, Queen Mercedes and Mallory and some other people. Queen Mercedes, yes, they are now like the best of friends, Mallory and Queen Mercedes. So we have somebody who's supposed to be anti-scam, and what was known Queen Mercedes, which was to be a known beggar / dry beggar, that are now like best friends on TikTok. And that's why I kept my video up on my main account. So I know here for this BS was mentioned something about Queen Mercedes, and I was like, well, now that we were touching on, Queen Mercedes was brought up. Yes, Mallory and Queen Mercedes are like best of friends now.
Yeah, I've been kind of watching that situation as well because I'm going to give you my honest opinion.
Covering Mexican Homie is covering a bunch of people,
like myself,
but everything he's
anyone
getting, all the
else that's,
information that Mexican Homie is getting, is basically the same thing as he's saying.
Should
So,
be befriending or giving money to any person doing that. I think you kind of
I don't doubt
your purpose.
they're
You
not
look very
beggars
hypocritical
and they're not
when you're telling people
scammers
don't
on
give cash
here.
resources only when you actually give somebody cash.
But
Like, she
what
should have
I
really sought
am
out somebody who
trying
could
to
find
prove
resources
is
for her
that she
and
really
helped her
doesn't
in that
show
manner
proof.
instead of going against,
A
the
lot of
golden rules, I like
SPs
to
is
call it, in
all
this community.
speculation.
And I don't know
She'll
that
go
she
back and
considers
watch the
herself
videos
a
and
part
she
of
just
that.
makes assumptions. And she's
I think
not
some of hers
showing
is kind
proof.
of like tea talk
So if
as
you watch
well, where she
closely,
just
when
talks
she
about
does her
stuff in general.
commentary, just like I'm doing on
But
this, she'll
she
pause
has
the
been covering
video,
High
say,
King
oh, look at
Violet
this,
too.
this man here, he don't have a
So
shirt on, that means he's
I don't know,
naked.
it kind of makes me.
That's not what
But
that
I've
means.
been
It
watching
means he doesn't have a shirt on.
situation go down over
She
there,
wasn't
and
there. She wasn't looking in
that's
his
just my
window. She
opinion of
don't
it.
know
But
what
you
he
know what they say
wears,
about opinions.
but she wants to claim that she
Yeah,
does.
and so, she started, so with Mallory, I've been watching Mallory for a while. Mallory was trying to be part of the anti-scam community. So she covers Foolishness, which is, I call them foolish, the storage couple. It's Keto, also Hype Queen Violet. There's, then she started covering Hippie Harley. And then called Hippie Harley a new scammer on TikTok.
You got KK,
Which was kind of interesting because Hippie Harley's been around for a while. But on one of the videos that I seen that Mallory did, she was calling Hippie Harley a new scammer.
So
She
she's
hasn't been
not
around, Ben. She
really
hasn't.
looking
She also went after
for the
Detroit Nike there
information.
for a
She
hot
waits for her
second.
mods to give it. So she's got mods in like every
And
time
it's
zone.
the troll said
So
also Kim Peters.
she can have coverage 24/7 with
So
just her mods alone.
that's the thing about it. My opinion is, just like here for this BS,
With
she
me,
has her
it's just
opinion.
one
I have my
person.
opinion.
I'm
SB
gonna do
has
my
her
best
opinion.
to make her stream as much as I can.
If you're going to be
And
what you consider to be
start the commentary, I'm doing
anti-scam, and then
commentary.
you team up
And
with
I'll
a
get
known
better
beggar
at it
/ dry beggar on
because my
TikTok,
BS is better than hers.
you are defeating the purpose of bringing awareness. Because now, you want to be anti-scam, but then again, you want to be supporting dry beggars and beggars on TikTok. It doesn't work that way. Either you're going to be anti-scam or you're going to side with beggars and dry beggars on TikTok. It doesn't work that way. I apologize. That's just my opinion.
Yes, mods are always doing
But that's
shit
not
for
how
her.
I don't roll like that.
There's a
I
lot
had
that I
somebody, as a matter of
know.
fact, reach out to
I'm
me
not going to
today
speak on it because I don't have
and
proof.
say there's somebody in our
There's a lot that I
wonderful
know that
community.
they do for her.
I'm not going to put no names to it.
You would be
that
surprised.
asking for help. And that's my opinion. And I said, you know what? I've seen this happen before. And there's like me myself, I'm not going to ask to help somebody that's in our wonderful community because I'm going to go
And
against
honestly,
what I
I
stand
don't know
for.
how much longer I
You know,
can stay up.
there's resources out there. I
Well,
understand
thank
we
you.
fall on
I'm
hard
trying,
times,
Tata
but
Princess.
I can't sit here and
And
ask
I know
for
there's
cash
another
app
person
donations
watching.
or anything like that.
So if you're watching,
Because
this
then
is a free
next thing I
platform,
know, I'm going to be the one
freedom of
being called
speech,
out for asking for
YouTube, not
donations for
TikTok.
somebody in my
So you're able to
in the
speak your mind and
community
your piece over here.
that just fell on hard times, you know,
You
this
can say
month.
whatever you want.
I can't do that.
I will not delete
There's no way I
comments
can do that.
unless
And I
they
don't
are
want to be
extremely awful.
called out for that because that stands against everything that I stand for.
And let me say, so beautiful yard sale. I don't know if she's still in here. She was needing some help. It's not my place to talk about what she needed help with, but she needed help, and she reached out to my moderators, and she got into the box tonight and said, you
Okay,
know, I
so
want
she
to
don't
help
really
you
help people.
and your
I
moderators
know
and your
people that have reached
community.
scratched. She says ratch
She
out.
said they were able to help me, and
They
not
give you like
$1 was given.
one resource
Only
and that's it.
resources. And
You don't help the
the
people.
legwork,
Now, she's
and I
had
took the
fundraisers for
resources,
people
and I
on
did
TikTok as well.
my part,
And
what
but they
I
don't
should
talk
have
about
done
that. Where's that money at?
and listen, resources can get you a lot farther than money can. A lot farther than money can.
She don't know
But
what the resources
they've
are.
got to
That's
put
the
in the
reason why
work
she's
for the
saying that.
resources, and a lot of them does not like to do that.
Yeah, and so when somebody reached out to me,
Yeah, you don't have to
regarding,
stay here. If you're tired, go to bed.
somebody in the
I'll
community,
be streaming
I
tomorrow.
just
If they're on, I'll
told
try to
them, you know, there's
restream.
plenty of
And
resources.
then it'll be on here.
I've had discussions.
Just
You
go
have
to
a
sleep,
blessed evening,
Princess. You're
Barbie.
fine. I'm just
I've
glad
had
you came. I appreciate
I've
the
had several
support.
discussions with this wonderful person in the community, and I've joined their live stream before on more than several occasions, and I gave them ideas. I gave them, you know, resources. I gave them ideas on how to generate extra income. So, you know, I try to give as much advice as
Right, Tata
possible.
Princess.
But, you know, as
And they
far
even
as trying
said
to
they were
collect
going to put wish
donations,
lists
I
up for
just can't do
people.
it. I
No
know
one got
people,
none of their
some people
stuff.
be like, you're
There is the
cold-hearted.
money that she's
You know,
raised for these.
how can you do that to somebody within your own community? But that just goes against everything that, you know, I bring awareness for a reason. And I've seen
Exactly.
this happen. Go ahead, SP.
I said exactly, and nobody should ever make you feel guilty for standing by what you believe in, and those right there.
You
are
make
the
people
ones
feel
that
guilty for standing in
I
what
think
they
bother me
believe
most,
in if
because
it
I get
doesn't agree with
messages like this
your
too,
narrative,
and they
SP.
want me to do things like fundraisers and things like that, and it just it's like, oh, okay, you can do it for your community, but we can't do it for our community. And no, we're not doing it, period.
Okay, Tata
If you
Princess, go
can't
ahead. I
use the
appreciate everybody
resources
that
that
wants
we
to
can
come over
provide
here.
for you, then I don't know what to tell you, because I believe resources will get you a lot farther than cash money can. I can give you $150 and that money be gone in no time, or I can give you the resources that can help you with this bill over the next 6 months.
Now, if anybody has been in a
And that's the way
situation where they had to reach out
prefer
for resources,
to go, is through
resources do dry up.
Yeah, and
there are not resources in every
what is it?
place. You can't
Cal
reach those
says
resources.
when I
So I
see people
understand
bringing
some people,
awareness and then they are
um,
battling on
especially in small, really
like
small areas, they don't have
the
a way to
closed
reach to
eyes.
those resources
The
to bring
only
them to Barba
people
County.
that I've
That
seen
doesn't
SP
take
battle
into
is
consideration.
Miss
I'm
Amy
not
and
going up
Kyle.
and I'm
But
not going
you
to
know,
like defend
SP
the
lets them win the
scammers or the
battles.
beggars on TikTok.
But you know, for the
We
most
do have
part,
to
we don't even
take
do
that in
battles
consideration.
anymore.
No,
We're the one that
absolutely
uses
not.
resources that
Absolutely
don't
not.
need them.
What we
And
do
try
is
to put the
like
resources for the people that
if
do need
somebody I've had I don't know
them.
how
Busy
many
on TikTok,
requests
has people
to
on
do
every
battles
day.
while I'm live streaming. I deny all the battles, even if I'm just live streaming and we're not talking about awareness. I'm talking about regularly, not you guys. Oh no. I'm not saying anything that you're
No,
saying is bad,
but
Callowsy.
yeah. So the reason, homie, I think use that as an example is because we do have a few people that come in here with a slick tongue that always want to bring up me and Miss Amy battling each other. You know, I bring awareness, but here I am battling. I own and I guess that's why we're so quick to respond like
She's
that is
lying. She
because
battles
there
more
is so
than
many
one
people who
person.
bring it
I've
up,
gotten her
and
where
I
she's
don't
battled
battle Miss
before.
Amy
She battled in
Kyle for
October
the
of
money
last year
because I
when she was
absolutely
pretending
tell
to be
people you don't
someone
have to
else
tap my
trying to do
screen to buy
satire.
silly gifts.
She's
If you
gone
have
for
a gift you'd
ranks,
like to send,
but
please
that's
shoot me.
okay. We don't talk
Not
about
me.
that, though, do we?
And I do it because you know I know that they can get lonely sometimes, and I don't want them to be lonely.
Yeah, and we know what you mean, Callowsy.
No, you
I was
help
just kind
people
of
lonely
mentioning,
because that's the reason why you do what
kind
you
of
do. You
touching
break
on
up families, so you don't help anyone.
you talking about people that bring awareness and do battles on a regular basis. You won't ever see that within myself, within SP Road to Redemption.
Like,
Within our
how many times did
community,
you go for
as
ranks?
far as
How many times did you
us
go for
bringing
ranks,
awareness,
MP?
because
And I don't think here for the BS battles any either, do you?
I do not. I've never had
Okay,
to.
Tana Princeton, the
I mean,
restream.
maybe if there
So
was
I
some
see it like
extenuating
maybe 3 or 4
circumstance, like
seconds after you
I don't.
posted
It would have
something.
to
So
be
that's
some
why
kind of
my
something
comments
that
are
I really
like
stood on to make me
laggy
do
to
that.
you.
Um, I can't even think of anything that would possibly get me to do it.
Yeah.
But I guess I should never say never. But I've never had
Yes,
one,
she
and
keeps the
I don't
gifts.
expect to
She says
at
she
any point in
recycles
time.
them, but I would
And
like
if
to
I did,
see
I
her
end up being in a situation
prove
like SP,
that she
but
doesn't have
like
her
don't give me
PayPal
anything, give it to this
linked
other
to her
person or whatever.
TikToks. I guarantee
It's
you
just
they are linked.
it rubs me the wrong
She
way.
don't
You
give
guys
out
already
as
know
much
how I
gifts as
feel
she
about it.
claims she does. She
I
makes
think
way
it's an
more on
addiction for
TikTok
some people. I think
and
it's a
stuff.
problem. With some people, they spend money they don't have on it. I mean, there's so many things involved in it. The parasocial relationships, the dopamine high from getting your name called out. It bothers me a lot. And I don't ever want to be responsible of putting anybody in a position like that. Not with myself anyway.
I
And I mean, I
agree.
have no problem with what SP does. I think she's doing it out of the kindness of her heart, to help these people. And I
And
think
what does
for
she
their
think
own
SP
entertainment,
does when she says I'm
like they
scanning
like her.
your ticket?
And
That's
I mean, for
their
Kyle, he really doesn't have
gratification
another way
for
to
sending her
interact with her,
gifts.
so I can kind of
And the
see
poll
how
is don't forget. Oh
that's
my
so I can
Jesus.
get on your live stream and have a discussion with you about like what you normally talk about.
Right.
So I mean, I totally get why you do that with him. So anything wrong with what she's doing there? She's not asking me to do anything for her. I don't see why people have to bring it up all the time. I really don't. People are so judgmental about everything. I feel they're always picking, just
They
picking
do.
it.
They absolutely do.
and that's like I said. I don't. I go and if I see a battle, I keep scrolling on TikTok. I'm not a battle kind of guy. I'm not here for the battles. I'm here to bring awareness. I love when SP battles Kyle or Miss Amy, because I'll go over to Miss Amy and help her out.
Yeah.
I'll go. It feels like I'm turning on SP. I'm all like, it feels like I'm turning on SP, but I gotta go help out Miss Miss Amy, and you know, I just love the great community that we have because we have drama-free live streams. You know, we don't have no drama, and when like tonight we had some drama, but we I don't know, when you have a drama-free live stream, it's much more peaceful.
Exactly. They don't help
And then we
anybody.
laugh about a lot of things.
Hey, go to bed. You're good.
I'm just happy.
I'm
You know,
probably
we
going
have
to end
such
this
a
anyway.
wonderful and a great
I've been
community.
going 4 hours
Absolutely,
streaming her, so I'm probably going to go to bed.
Some of them are
I do
absolutely
have a real job, unlike her.
Conchorn, calm down. Conchorn, calm down.
That somebody said Violet reached 10,000. I was like, that dollars, but I guess maybe followers.
That's
Yeah,
kind
'cause
of sickening too. Like
she
that's
wanted
just
to, yeah, she wanted to be a creator that was going to get paid by TikTok.
well, no, that's when you can reach the point of where you monetize. That's what she's worried about.
Oh yeah.
They shut down this page.
Me either. I've had 2 accounts. One of them was big, and then the other one was fairly big, and the rest of them, I haven't seen 10K on them at all, and I burnt down 7 altogether, so 5 never even reached 10K. That was gone. These probably won't either.
I don't
I
mind it.
highly doubt I ever get there because, but not because I get in trouble a lot or get my account taken. My content isn't that of which, I don't know if 10,000 people would be interested in it. I'm more of I'm trying to show, teach people things on my page. I don't put videos up there. I don't do any kind of
Yes,
dances or anything like that. It's all
and
just, a lot of it's just
she
written
sees
things,
safe.
quotes and lists and
They're streaming me on YouTube.
information.
Take it down right now.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
Southern Pride 007 account was big.
Well, on this account, I have no videos. I have no nothing, just so they don't take it down. But it never means that they won't shut this account down. It just means that I won't hit 10K before they find some way to get rid of it.
I am still up 007. You know me. Night owl. And I don't have any work this week, so here we are. I got time.
Yeah, my hubby don't work tomorrow either, so I
And
don't
here
have to
we
get
are.
up early in the morning.
Here we are causing a ruckus on TikTok streets like usual.
I know it almost 2 o'clock in the morning, but we're here usually 2 o'clock in the morning anyway.
007, though, I did just get word that William Armstrong is back on there again. He can't get enough today. I don't know what's wrong with him, but Lord help me. He's been on there 3 or 4 times. He's got banana and somehow comes back.
Well, I can't be on here until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to get off here, guys. I'm going to stop the stream. Thank you for coming in
There's
and
people
watching.
that I don't know.
The
What are you
restream.
waiting for the hat? Well,
Have a good
the hat's not coming up today. It got stuck yesterday. That was a glitch, and the hat just won't reappear. Oh, you got new nails. Ooh.
Yes. I sat here and done them while we were talking about micro.
Those nails are so nasty. Anyways, good night, guys. Y'all have a great night.
Oh, calm down, SP. If we go back into that,
Listen, I almost died when he said, my husband was sitting here too. I almost died when he said, can you help me with my account? He said, you said you knew about the BDSM community. And I'm like, thank goodness my husband don't know what BDSM stands for. I was like, I don't know how to do that.
It was funny until when he said nobody wants to see a fat man here.
Yeah, whacking his mole, shucking his
whacking his
corn.
mole.
I can't.
He did. He said, ain't nobody want to see a fat man sitting in his truck shucking his corn. But he said JACKOFF. I was like, oh, you're
Lord.
gross. It sounded better with